Yo, what's up everybody, and welcome to the Bring Back Sport, the studio broadcast. We're going to have a bunch of PUBG Mobile played tonight by some very interesting people, a combination of local South African musicians, local gaming influencers, local players, all sorts of mixed bag, all coming together. Teams are randomized, and it's all in the name of charity. This is an alternative stream to the main one. We're just going to be bringing banter, we're going to be bringing memes, we're going to be laughing, we're going to be having guests, we're going to be talking to a bunch of random people, hearing about their life story, and joining me through this journey is Mr. Extremes.
Hey, how you doing, Mr. Hayes?
I'm doing very good. I'm looking forward to this evening. I think we're going to have a lot of fun, if last night was anything to go off of.
Yeah, I think so, actually. A bunch of interesting people we got lined up to come your way tonight, guys. We've got Dota Caster Snare, who's very, very prolific, casts a lot. We got Brava, the owner of Nibble Esports, who've just won the Rainbow Six Championship, the 80k Rainbow Six tournament, like an hour ago. So that'll be pretty cool to chat with him. We've got Carmel Chekte, Dota Caster, and Bad at FIFA Boy coming up as well.
We'll definitely be having a word with him about that. Hopefully we can get him and Glenn on the stream at the same time.
Yeah, we hope so. Glenn Kiesler as well, the organizer of all of this. Definitely bring him on for a bit as well. And there should be some musicians joining us also, just waiting for Tex from Tex in the City to let us know who we've got available. So, I mean, there's some big names taking part in this whole thing, of course. We've got Karan Zoid, Dan Petlansky, probably the two biggest names. And then a whole bunch of other people whose music I don't listen to, sorry.
There's Dave Van Furen as well, who I'm a big fan of. So, Mike, I'm going to have to just add that one in there.
Yep,
so
pretty big.
What is this all about? This is all in the name of charity, supporting the local Solidarity Fund, which is trying to aid everybody or people who are impacted by COVID-19. Of course, it's a local thing set up by the government here in South Africa. And this event is also in aid of local musicians who have been massively hit by COVID-19 and the lockdown, not being able to play any live gigs or attend anything, therefore rendering their services fairly useless. So here we are trying to pull ourselves together and create a platform where people can contribute and donate to try and help these people and make their situations a little bit less difficult, perhaps.
Yes, indeed, and we would like to give a big thank you to all the sponsors involved. First off, I'm going to say Red Bull South Africa because they're not on there, and I've got to make sure I say that, otherwise I'm going to forget it if I'm just reading the screen, right? We got Vodacom, of course. There's PUBG Mobile that you'll be seeing on your screens in a little bit, so of course without them and the other mobile operators it wouldn't be possible. Then we also have Red Dragon, make some really decent keyboards and mice and headsets and all sorts of gaming peripherals that you'll be able to buy again after lockdown's done. And then also Rav Power, who I must admit, I only know about a handful of things they do, so I'm not going to try and explain that. And the Spark Fox, which is a peripherals manufacturer, and Teltronics, who makes some really cool headphones, noise-cancelling headphones, true wireless in-ears, all sorts of cool audio products that you can also buy after lockdown. So definitely spend money on all of these guys' products when lockdown's over. In the meantime, do enjoy what they've got coming your way. And also, we've got to say thank you to Nodwin Gaming for making the broadcast possible. They're the broadcast partner. And of course, the other person involved with organizing this whole thing would be Tex from Tex in the City, which is where you can go and read about all sorts of things involved in the local music scene, and also listen to her new podcast, which was telling us about it rather great length last night.
Yes, indeed, and I'm sure we'll have her joining us again sometime through the evening, and we can get a bit more insight into that for anybody who would have missed it, and maybe some other things that we didn't get to talk about last night. So,
yeah, well, let's actually mention her podcast, because she had the kiffness on the Text in the City podcast, the episode last week. So I'd say definitely check that one out.
Also, just a quick shout out to Mr. F. Dietrich, the first person to donate for the evening, donated 200 Rand. So that's awesome to already have people pulling through with the donations. Haven't even started the PUBG Mobile broadcast yet, and we're already having people pulling through. So that's fantastic. Thank you so much, Mr. Dietrich, or Miss Dietrich, perhaps. I don't know. 2020, Mike. I'm a little bit scared to venture into the gender assumption territory.
Yeah, do watch out, my good man. Let's
that's
not
why
fall
we.
into that trap.
That's why we have the gender neutral model representing our guests, right?
Yes, I think you should show that just for posterity,
okay.
so people can
Good
see
idea.
what you're talking about.
This, my good people, is what I'm referring to. At the moment, it's labeled as Tex in the City because that was the last person whom our dummy represented yesterday. But now the name has been removed, and you can see, guys, whenever we have a guest, that is their representative, and we just have their name underneath.
Exactly, it's neutral, so
yeah.
we're good.
Could be anybody in the world.
Literally
like I said when we were talking to Grant, just add a little bit of yellow hair on the top, and it's pretty much a spitting image.
What color is his hair now? Isn't it orange?
Oh, jeez, I'm pretty sure it's still that striking yellow, isn't it? Looks like he's about to go Super Saiyan.
I don't know. I was just trying to figure out whether you wrecked yourself or not last night. So just checking. We should maybe talk about Texas podcast again a little bit because I heard that you like the Kiffness. Are you a big fan?
Yeah, I'm a big fan. Seen them live before at Park Life, and they're such an entertaining band. They're so natural, or especially the lead producer Dave. He's such a character, and he really lets that come through in the music that he makes, and that's one of the things I like the most about them.
Absolutely, real funny guy, and seen a lot of his stuff going pretty viral on, I guess, Facebook, because in South Africa that's where things happen, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't use Facebook, but I guess esports is a little different. We tend to use Twitter, so not really our domain, I guess, but apparently he was pretty open on the Text in the City podcast. Gave a lot of personal information, and I don't mean like his banking details or anything. I just mean he opened up. So
things that he struggled with in the past.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend checking out the Text in the City podcast. Apparently, there's some really amazing guests coming up as well. The first episode was with Zolani from previous lead singer of Freshly Ground, so also pretty strong way to start a podcast. I feel like we should be doing a podcast in music and not in gaming or something.
Jeez, maybe we're missing out on something there, Mike. I'm just trying to resolve something here with the media source, so give me a slight sec. He just had a curveball thrown my way, which tends to always be the case when working in this industry, so nothing I won't be able to handle.
No worries, you do your thing. I mean, I'll go on to elaborate that the music industry side of this is actually pretty close to my heart because I actually work in that industry. I've been involved in the music and audio equipment industry for like 15 years now, so I know a lot of the artists, and it is a very, very tough time for a lot of people in this industry because, as Matt was saying a little bit earlier, without the ability to do live gigs, it's really changed the paradigm for these guys. I mean, we had Jean-Andre Schultz on, the guitarist from Karen Zoid, and Anna Costens, and Francois Van Kook, and a whole bunch, pretty much all the top musicians locally. And he was saying he has gigs booked into 2022, and he just doesn't know when any of them are happening. He's got like 39 gigs that are cancelled, which is ridiculous. So consider the way these guys make their money. It's very difficult in this time. In a time such as this, because they can't even really go back to their day job because, the day job is performing, right? So definitely makes life difficult for them. And if you do want to help out local musicians as well as anybody who's affected by COVID-19, which is pretty much everyone, you can donate to the Solidarity Fund with the Busker code on the bottom left. If you've got a QR code scanner, you can just scan that into your phone, and that'll tell you how to actually go about donating. Yeah, Matt, have you managed to fix it yet?
Still working on it, Mike. It's a trying process, but I'm keeping an ear on what you're talking about as well. And it's also important to mention that you see, Mike, I get the feed links now, Michael. Now, when we are live already. That is not Ayoba.
No, it isn't. It's making it a little bit difficult, isn't it? But
there
as
we go.
you say,
Mike. Oh my God, it's working. All right.
Does it work?
Jesus.
Okay. You feeling better about life?
Oh, guys, I've been stressing balls the entire past hour just trying to set this up and get it working. And finally, it is working. And we actually have the final clean feed now that has got all the information coming from Ireland, in fact. So, here it is on our screens. 9 minutes until we jump into the first game, Mike. And we're going to be having a few guests momentarily as well, if I'm not mistaken. Like you said, Carmel should be joining us somewhere along the line.
Yeah, I think he's playing a best of 3 in FIFA at the moment. So, I mean, that takes like 4 minutes. So, he'll be along momentarily. In the meantime, I think we can get Glenn, organizer extraordinaire of the whole tournament and everything. Did I break it?
Hello.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you disappeared there, Mike.
Mid sentence. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry
you
about
just
that.
bailed on us. That's all right. It's for a good cause because now we've got Mr. Glenn out by our side. What's up, Glenn?
Hello. I'm eating chips, so like you've caught me at. I
Oh
literally had my
God,
hand in the packet.
got
So,
your hands in the packet. Doesn't really
but I
work as
avoided.
well as
I
cookie jar.
avoided. It doesn't know. But you did try though, which I can appreciate.
10 out of 10 for effort. So, Glenn, how are you feeling today? Have things been a little bit more cool, calm, and collected compared to
I
yesterday?
actually, yes, no, definitely. I think I still woke up on a high from yesterday's success.
Nice. Yeah.
Um, and yeah, I mean the FIFA games have gone well today, and I'm excited for PUBG. I'm especially excited to see Team Karen coming back for round two.
Okay.
Um, yeah, man, it's gonna be fun. I'm definitely in a good mood.
I mean, for anyone who's not aware, the main stream yesterday actually hit, I think it peaked at around 1,200 viewers. So you must be really stoked about that.
Yeah, no, no. I mean, actually, like when I saw the number, I didn't know. Like, I was like, "Is this good?" I like asked. I texted in the group. I was like, "Is that good?" Mom, did we break the game?
Yeah,
So
that's
yeah,
what it seemed like. That's seriously what it seemed like. Just a huge influx of viewers, and it's amazing. Totally deserved, and what a good cause for people to be pulling in and watching as well. You know, this is what you want to be behind at the moment. And there's something I wanted to extend on, Mike. You were talking about how people could, you know, donate and how easy it was. And donating is not the only way to support the cause, guys. Just being a part of the stream, engaging in the chat, sharing the link with your friends, just paying attention to what's going on, and like I said, being a part of all of it. That in itself is a huge commitment to the cause as well. So don't feel like donating is the only way to be a part of this. There's other ways as well.
100%.
So just being here is much appreciated as it is, guys. So
That was
Glenn,
so heartfelt. I felt, I was so
yeah. Oh,
warm and
jeez.
happy.
I just wanted to get the warm and mushy stuff out of the way early so we could just get into the banter and not waste any
No,
time.
no, no, no. Keep it. Leave. I love. Listen, Bianca's coming on like sometime soon. So
Okay.
the bands will be in full force.
And Camille, and I mean, if we get yourself, Camille, and Axia, that's pretty much Esports Central podcast reunited, is it not?
Oh man, yeah, it is basically.
Jeez, I'm
And
I'm
then we
looking
need
forward
we need
to
get
just
Nick.
yeah, I'm looking forward to just being a fly on the wall, just a little snigger in here and there, you know, just just get my laugh in, and that'll be all I have to say.
Listen. We're probably gonna go back to our default jokes. One of which is the dad that left us, which is Nick Holden. So Nick abandoned us on the podcast, and he's the dad that went for space and never came back.
Oh, jeez.
No, but so that will definitely come up. But actually, also just a shout out to Nick. The man's an absolute gent. And then he had his kick COVID FIFA charity tournament.
Yeah.
I didn't see the results, but I think it went really well. So just a shout out to Nick.
Yeah, cool to
Who
see a
left
bunch
us.
of charity events going on, supporting, you know, obviously the current the thing that's affecting the whole world and South Africa in a large way as well. Of course, still early days, but want to make sure we're on top of things and prepared for what's potentially to come.
No, 100%. And then also, Nth has also did also one of the designers
Yes,
in the gaming scene, and he raised like I think it was like 13,000
I
rand,
saw
like
that.
over 13K with his charity stream, doing logo designs and backgrounds and things like that. So shout out to him. That's pretty rad.
Yeah, you love to see when people have got like an acquired skill which they've worked on for a long time, and then they're able to use that skill to get people to donate money. I really like to see that. A big fan of that. So shout out to Nth.
No, that's cool. Super cool.
He's a really cool dude, and he does amazing design work as well. So definitely, if you need anything designed, chat to Nth.
Well, apparently not, Mike. I think his commissions are actually closed to the
What?
public. So
You talk to him anyway, badger him into it.
you know what? It's
Like
funny you
him.
say that. I'm in his DMs at the moment, hoping to get a response, asking if he's willing to come out of retirement just to help a brother out. You know, but we'll see what happens.
Guys, we got our second donation.
Yeah.
That is amazing. I'm not going to mention people's names. I just think it's
Okay.
just kind of leave people to just,
Fair
if they
enough.
want to say it themselves, they're more than welcome to. But to the person that donated 400 Rand, thank you so much.
Wow.
Donated it to buskers, so that's going straight to the musicians. That's awesome, guys. We haven't even started the PUBG games.
I
and
know.
here
Already
we go.
getting
But
people.
also, on that note, just on the donations, not that this is the incentive, but I think it is an incentive. We are giving away a Samsung hamper. So if you donate to the charity, either through Busker or to the Solidarity Fund, all you have to do is like make the donation, whatever amount you want. Every amount helps. You make your donation, screenshot that, or keep proof of payment, and you email it to bringbacksports2020@gmail.com. So again, you email it to bringbacksports2020@gmail.com, and you get put into the raffle for the winner of a Samsung prize. And then just to be clear, not sponsored by Samsung, it's sponsored by Vodacom, but it's the Samsung hamper.
Nice. I like that. It's awesome. Gives people, like you said, a bit of incentive to also just throw their name in the hat. Is there any minimum donation for that, just so people?
Not at all.
Right.
Like I said, whatever people are able to give is, that's everything. That's
Yep.
what matters most. So.
All right, cool, fantastic stuff. So, do we have any interesting game modes lined up for our PUBG Mobile matches? Are you aware of anything that Ant has thrown into the mix?
You literally just reminded me
Or
to message Ant.
Do we get these things? Because I know they normally get decided like minutes before the server goes live.
They do, but no. This time we're going to just put them out beforehand. Just give me a sec. I will be back.
That's fine, Glenn. You do that. Of course, having Glenn is a privilege because he's trying to manage and organize a lot of the things that are going on in the background as well. So to have him here is really cool. Axe. You've been fairly quiet. What's going on? What are you thinking about?
Oh, I was just watching a different YouTube video entirely. So that's my vibe. So
yeah, 2 minutes 10 seconds until we jump into the first PUBG Mobile game. I'm hoping that things are going to be a lot smoother this evening, Mike. Really hoping that we're not going to be having any jittery lag coming through from the feed. I must say the countdown is looking smooth. If that's anything to go off.
Yeah, I don't know if that's always something to go off. But,
yeah.
If anybody does want to watch, of course, the official stream, which has, casters actually talking about the game as opposed to everything other than the game, you'll be doing, you can go over to the Nodwin Gaming YouTube channel. I don't know if I can I read the URL? I'm trying to think. Is this... Oh, no, this is going to be confusing for people. I'm not going to read the URL. Search Nodwin Gaming on YouTube, and you'll be able to find the link there. Maybe I'll paste it in the chat for you guys as well.
Watch out, Mike! I'll have my mods ban you.
Oh,
pasting links.
Is your auto mod gonna ban me?
Auto mod's gonna slam you with the ban hammer, son. I actually don't have any mods. That's something that I should consider looking into. I really like your idea of using Restream and streaming to both Twitch and YouTube simultaneously. I think this is going to be a thing, Mike. So guys, subscribe to the channel because it's going to get popular, and you want to make sure you're there in the first 135. You can say you were there in the beginning, guys. It's gonna pop off. It's gonna be huge.
Only the first 135 counts. Everyone else is literal trash.
Wait. Let me be number 135. Boom.
Oh, jeez. Guys, Glenn's already robbed you, but don't worry because you can still be top 136. You see,
suck it. There's no charity on this live stream.
Oh, jeez.
So,
Alright.
Quick thing.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh, sorry. And I just wanted to say the three modes we're having are determined. So we're going to have first game doing normal squads, and then second and third games are going to be fun modes.
Okay.
So that's basically the format. I think last night we had shotguns and crossbows.
Yes.
So I think everyone will just kind of decide. It's for fun. So we'll just sort of decide as we go.
Cool. I like that, and I think that it also. Cool. We're looking at DK and the Wiley now on our stream, guys, because that's the feed we're currently receiving. So don't be confused. That's not us currently talking. The people that you're looking at. That's the people on the mainstream. Let me change that as to.
I don't think any of us have a beard. That's great. Yeah.
There we go. Now we're looking at our pretty faces again, Mike. All right. So just like I was saying, I think it's nice to have the fun modes.
Beard. Oh my goodness! I'm sorry.
It is a power beard, man. I must say.
I mean, look at Matt. Not really a beard. I've got sort of a beard in my picture, and then there's the Wiley with literal freaking huge bush of hair, man. What the hell?
Going full
Got more
Gandalf.
hair on his face than I got on my whole body, man.
Yeah,
Thankfully, 'cause,
I don't think that
don't
takes
worry.
much, Mike.
Yes, I'm shiny
So,
on top. Just so you guys know. Gotta put that
if
out
I
there.
can finish my point
No.
was
No, screw you.
that the fun
Shut up.
modes create for a better opportunity, or more of an opportunity for the lesser players to get involved and to have an impact as well. So I like it for that regard.
Or do you think it maybe means the lesser players don't die as quickly?
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping we get to see Karen Zoid, aka Mama Leafda, fragging out there potentially. I mean,
Or
she rattled
a
off a
sweet
couple of
triple
shots
kill.
yesterday. Oh, jeez, yeah, I don't know. I feel compelled to do something crazy if that happens, But then Murphy's Law, it's gonna happen.
See, but unfortunately, the way this works is you're going to see it quite a bit before I see it. So you'll go crazy, and then sort of 30 seconds later, I will. So
Yeah, all right. Well, there shouldn't be actually that much of a delay. It should be fairly instant.
I just
actually,
couldn't
if
get the
I'm not
feeds
mistaken.
working in my OBS.
No,
so-
no. I don't have a delay set up for the stream.
Ah, okay.
So,
Well,
actually,
good to know. So I saw Chad in chat was saying he was watching the main feed and is now watching. Today he's watching the band's feed, and he says also hi Hayes' mom. Because I mean, you said hey mom, I said hey to your mom.
I
and
know.
So did Chad.
I feel like I might have made a mistake. It's not like my mom is watching or anything. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, if
kinda
anyone
going
is
two
around
ways.
here, please do say hi to Hayes' mom in case she is in chat.
Oh god, I kind of regret sending her the link now. Let me go delete that message quickly. Hopefully it's not too late.
You can't edit on WhatsApp,
jeez.
but you can delete if it's within an hour, right?
Yeah, I think that's the criteria. Not one for deleting messages, so I wouldn't know.
Sure.
Joke.
Oh, Glenn is muted. Okay, that's why we're not hearing his sultry tones. So I think we will have another guest on in a few minutes, but the game should be due to start any second, right?
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on that, just waiting to see when they're going to be jumping into the server. Because at the moment it's still DK and the Wily, and his beard intimidates me, so I'm going to just stick to our stream.
His beard intimidates you.
Yeah, looks like it could be a nest for some birds, maybe.
Sure. Well, all sorts of wildlife. Possibly a stored sandwich from earlier meant for later consumption.
It's got a whole array of interesting things going on there.
So,
joking,
Matt, I notice our casting counterparts. Since you and I are Counter-Strike casters, which we'll call the gentleman sport of esports, right? I mean, PUBG is sort of the unwashed masses of, and
Jeez, Mike, be careful what you say here, because you need to
fans
take
think
into
I'm
account
allowed
the
to say it,
people who
right?
you're talking to. Yeah, we want the viewers to stay, Mike. Yeah.
we do. Okay, I thought
there
it
is
was to
some
offend as
merit
many
to that.
people as possible as quickly as possible.
Jeez, that tells me a lot about how you're going about your approach over the past 2 or 3 years, Mike.
Ah, yeah.
Shoot
Well,
first, ask questions later.
shoot from the hip. Don't even aim. Like Counter-Strike.
Oh God.
Well, I was gonna say I noticed our casting counterparts on the other side are just wearing gaming headsets. What's up with that, man? Where's the broadcast gear?
You're looking for those studio microphones, Mike?
Yes.
See, they don't know the right people like I do. Okay, but what I do know is the server is up, and there are 80 people alive, which means we're going to have a far more active game going on this time round, Mike.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that is a much fuller lobby. We see you got Grant Hines in here. Got a bunch of the guys from Nibble as well. Of course, pretty big MGO. Where is Mama Lifter? I can't see her name. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Team 7.
Yes. Would
And,
you like to
you know-
read the rest of the people in that team for me, please, Mike?
Pusklap van Wijk, Steel, and the Amster.
The other two are extras. There was only one name I really wanted you to read there.
PK van Wyk. Yes.
There we go, Fan Wyke, and we are fan into the game here, guys. 77 people alive, 24 teams. This is the Bring Back Sports initiative, and it's in the name of charity. So Grant Hines is actually he's solo, Mike. He is on
Oh,
his
I see.
ace.
He is going to solo carry the whole thing, is he? I see the name Sting. Is that the former Counter-Strike player who used to play for Aperture?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure he moved to the UK.
Yeah, I thought I heard maybe he was back. I guess I might be
oh,
wrong on that one.
I also heard something like that, but I remember he even played in a couple international organizations as well, along the line.
Reminiscing. We see people dropping on the mini map there. How's the
Yeah.
feed for you? Is it laggy? Is it good?
It's seeming pretty laggy, but it could be because we're looking at the mini map at the moment. I'm not sure exactly what the reason is, but there is nothing further I can do, unfortunately. This is exactly how I'm receiving it, not dropping any frames my side or anything like that. So this is the best we're gonna have for the evening.
Shall I get us another guest?
Yes, I think that's a fantastic idea.
Okay. Momentarily, we will be joined by yet another person. I do wonder.
That person is me.
No, it's not you.
Axe was looking to replace you, Glenn. I don't know
heard.
I don't know how to
I
tell
could
you,
tell.
man, but I just had to bring
But
it
you
out.
know,
Bring
So
it out.
a wizard is never early or late. I come precisely on time.
It's actually he arrives precisely when he
Shut
means
up.
to.
You come precisely on
I
time.
made it. Oh my word! You just
We're talking
butchered.
about wizards
a
or
very,
sleeves,
it's
yeah.
a very wow. You're a wizard, Harry. You're a wizard. We've got a big stream today, guys. I mean, a big stream. We've got a big pub lobby today. I
Yeah.
think we literally 77 people already alive.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
No,
Yes, they
we
were
were
sitting-
just saying that. It's looking far more stacked, which is going to be providing for a lot more entertainment as well.
Absolutely. And also what's cool is there's actually another main tournament going on at the moment as well. Otherwise we would have had a far bigger thing. But I think like 80 people is a good number though. I think that's like a
Yeah,
solid number. And I'm talking,
100%.
from Team Karen, who was voted fan favorite. Who voted? I don't know.
I think you
Okay.
voted because you're in charge, right?
Were you the only vote?
I don't know why you have to drag me into this. I don't even know what this is. I don't even know what
dragged
stream I'm
yourself
on
in,
at the
yeah,
moment.
man. I mean, what are you talking about? You
What
just
is this?
unmuted your mic and started talking. I mean,
Listen, I don't know. Stop catching me in a trap. I don't know where to go.
That's what Mike does. He just spins a web of words, gets you trapped,
You know,
and then.
I'm just gonna rage quit. I haven't rage quit on live stream before, so maybe I want to do a whole bunch of firsts.
Hey, man,
my
it'll,
first tournament, my first charity event. Now maybe my first live stream rage quit.
Jeez, like it, bro.
oh,
So
look,
the first game is just squads with everybody playing with the people of their choice. So this is stock standard
Yes.
for the first game. Then the next two matches are both going to be fun matches. So this is the try hard game, if you will. This is where we've got the full teams all together. Nibble are playing amongst one another. So this is where we're going to be seeing people gunning for the W. Thereafter, it's anybody's game.
and of course they are going for the ultimate prize. I mean, Glenn is giving away his house, so it's pretty
Hold on,
important in these
hold on,
days when
Hold on, let's all bring
dreams
it
is
back.
hard to come by. It's hard to pay for those sorts of things. I
Let's
mean, Glenn
bring
is
back
being
sports and
Glenn
bring
is
back
being-
that statement.
Yeah, he's being super generous. What do you think, Matt? I mean, what an offer.
Jeez, I mean, Mike, I'm actually kind of regretting committing to casting to this. I should have been there playing.
What the T's and C's? Can we just look at the T's and C's? Let's bring it back. Thank you. I would like to strongly state that my house is not for sale.
You've
at
heard of
any
the
point.
international esports organization Mouse
Also
Sports?
moving
Well,
up
this
as
is
well.
house sports, guys. I mean, this is
Oh
how
that
you
is
find-
actually a great concept. We could partner with what's that property? What's that woman that everyone knows that sells Pam Golding?
You guys are a bit late to the party, though. I'm pretty sure house sports is already a thing.
Really?
Well, Mouse Sports made their name House Sports to support the lockdown initiative.
Really? I didn't know that.
So
Wow. Okay. Well, you know what? I am upset now. So, actually, better work on a new name that is as good as this one because you started a lit a fire here.
yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, so instead of your house, how about your car? What if we give away your car live on
I don't know why we're back. No. I didn't ask to go back there. I don't want to go back there. I was talking. Hey. No, leave my house out of this.
I thought Mike was giving away some hats, Glenn.
Yes, he was. Branded hats, actually.
Yeah,
Customized,
signed,
hands,
unwashed.
hand sketched. Oh, yeah.
signed hats. So what? Are we giving away some Syntec, Vodacom,
Not
Red
we,
Dragon?
you are
no,
giving away
this is
your
directly sponsored by
your-
Extremes.
Yeah, Extremes is a sponsor. We should get his logo and quickly just drop it on the live stream.
Hats that have been worn on live broadcasts, studio broadcasts, and under the lights, absorbing all the sweat.
Yep,
And
all the sweat under the hot lights. I mean,
Yeah.
it's very important to make sure that you wear a lot of makeup on
Yes,
television.
yes, this is true.
Wear a hat and then sit under some hot lights. So, it makes it as appealing as possible for other people to wear the hat. I mean, slightly crusty as well.
I don't know.
Can we take a second to acknowledge EE Reverb's skin? He's got the It clown on his backpack. Okay, we've changed now, but was momentarily on the stream.
Yeah, if I was on his team, I'd be shooting him in the back. It's like,
Just because it's
there,
like...
kill it, it's in your back.
Oh, Mike, classic. So that explains why we haven't played any PUBG together. Just
Well, I mean,
not sure I have any faith. I'm sorry.
My style of CSGO is to bait incredibly hard, and it's very hard to bait your duo partner in PUBG, because, I mean...
You'd be surprised. Hey man, I think they're in this room over here. Then you send them in, and then you push in
I feel
afterwards.
like you should literally just be like, oh my gosh, there they are, they are.
Yeah.
Like I can CSGO. Oh guys, yeah, up right there. Everyone's like, dude, where? Right there in front of me. Oh my
guys are
word! Can you
very
please
lucky
give us a
you
call?
don't play with my friends and I, because like our whole thing is, while somebody's trying to clutch like a 1vx, you just shout the whole time you saw him, like all
Jeez.
at once.
Yeah, and
He
it's like
doesn't know what's going on.
No, but the worst is when there's like 3 people left alive, and you're like, you saw him on your left, and all 3 of the people who are still alive all freak out because no one knows who you're referring to.
See, that's how you play in a proper team. That's a
Just
team
really
environment. It's about
troll
building
the shit out of everyone.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, I see.
Well, I do believe that we will be having Keegan Brava, or Brava is his game name. He's going to be on at 7:30 from Nibble Esports. They'll be telling us all about their win in the Rainbow Six League, and also telling us about their involvement here, and also offering to give away some or other personal possession that's more impressive than Glenn's house or car.
Jeez.
Keegan, I apologize in advance for what you are about to be dragged into.
Yeah.
I tried to stop it, but I'm powerless. I have no power here.
Don't worry, Glenn. We got the good cop, bad cop going on. I'll try and keep his head above the water.
Thank you very much. That is why I brought you both on and not Axe.
Yeah. Feels good, man. Feels good.
Can't have Axe by himself. He's too dangerous. You are the goodness in his life.
Yeah, I know.
You know,
The
like
yin-
Venom,
the yin to his yang.
Venom. Yeah, like Venom and what's that terrible person's name? I mean, Tom Hardy, I love him, but what's the dude? Eddie. Yes, Eddie Brock.
There you go.
There you go.
That movie was way better than it had any right to be.
It was alright. Like I watched it again, and I was like, it's a nice time waster. But you know what film I watched again, knowing how bad it was the first time and still laughing, was Lucy. Guys, Lucy is a terrible film.
I don't think I've seen Lucy.
Film, isn't it?
It's a.
Wasn't the filmmaker Luc Besson the same guy who did like Fifth Element and that sort of thing?
Yeah, it was Luc Besson, yeah. But I mean, it just had no right to be bad. Like there was literally Morgan Freeman, Scarlett Johansson. Like, I mean, Chris Pratt was in it as well. No, not Chris Pratt. No, sorry, I'm mixing up with another show I've been watching. I've been just watching so much, guys. Just shout out Netflix and Showmax. Just non-stop.
Keeping you going, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
I actually watched Lucy at the cinemas in 2014.
You spent money on that film. That
I
is
did.
sad.
I didn't
F's
check
in
out a
chat.
review before I went to go see it.
F.
Indeed. Well, are there any Fs we can drop for people who are actually playing right now that have died horribly that you've seen
Well,
on stream?
I've been keeping a pretty close eye on the action because it's running a lot smoother this evening, so it's actually it's quite entertaining to watch what's going down. And these guys are all over one another, and there's just fights left, right, and center. But everyone's downing one another. There's no finishing going on, which means the reses keep coming through, and the action just continues.
Oh,
So
look at
it's
everyone
looking
having
good.
a fun time.
It's looking good. All hell's about to break loose though once this next zone comes through, because there's going to be a very small amount of space with a lot of people still
Why is
left
Grant
alive.
solo?
Yeah, he went in by his lonesome. he thought his teammates were dragging him down, so he decided to cut them loose and just
I see.
show them
How
how
is
it's
Mama
done.
Leafster doing?
That's a good question.
I can't
Unfortunately,
see.
I don't have control
I think she's
over.
down.
I don't have
No.
control over what we're looking at, so we just
No
have
one
to
wanted to give you guys the power.
pray to the observing gods that they pick up on our wavelength. And
But I do think she is down though. Like, I think she's
no,
down.
I saw her actually. I just saw her tag in the
Really?
distance. Yeah, which means she's top 31. That's not bad considering there were 80 to start off with. Hopefully she's been grinding.
Wait, oh, we're saying Karen is Karen.
Karen,
Remember
of
this
course.
before
Jeez,
Bianca?
yeah.
Cardenzoid.
Before Bianca joined Karen. Team Karen.
Why not Zoidberg?
Oh, okay. I don't know. Let's give.
There
That
she
should be
is in
the
the
name of a new
distance.
album.
There she is. We can see her on the feed right now. She's in the distance there with Steel, the Anster, Poesklap van Veek, and Mama Liefde. That's the four of them.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, and I'm directly phrasing his name, by the way. That's not
Do you
my
think
my
that's one of
interpretation.
her band mates, Puskop and Vake? Do you think?
I mean,
Well,
it
could be
rolls off the
Dan
tongue
Platansky.
quite nicely.
It sounds like a drummer
be-
maybe or a bass player. What do you think?
It sounds like that. Dan Platansky?
Patlansky. Yeah.
I feel like I should have probably prepared myself.
The way
a bit
she's
better.
driving, guys. Oh God, Mama Liefde's behind the wheel, and she's got everybody
love
in the
her.
back.
Mama
Mama
Liefde.
Liefde is taking them
For the win.
to the club, to the dub, and yes, securing the victory. We'll have to see. Just driving away from the action. That's a decent response as well. They can't kill you if you can't be seen.
I'm so here for it.
Yeah, that's true. I think with PUBG, you got one or two ways of playing. Either you're getting super aggressive early on, or you're just letting everybody else kill each other and coming in somewhere near the end. So I think they're going for that approach.
I'm just hoping Mama Liefde's been grinding. You know,
Look, she came back for round 2, so clearly she was ready. She was
Yeah.
on a mission.
Yeah,
You know, with the whole band in tow.
there's some intent on display, which I like to see.
I love it. I'm fully team Karen.
Okay, I think we've all jumped on board now.
Team Karen.
24 people. Oh,
Sorry, team Karen. Sorry.
I thought you were all in on like, can I see your manager?
Good job.
Can I speak to the manager?
Listen, sometimes you want to speak to the manager.
yeah.
So, don't you think that whole like Karen meme, doesn't it look a hell of a lot like the hair is sort of the hair of the like Long Island medium? Have you seen that meme with the?
The
Karen.
Long Island medium, no.
You don't know who that is? Okay, that's like a really crazy reality show about like a
I
chick
don't
who
watch
thinks that
reality
she can like speak to spirits and shit.
Jeez, Mike.
don't have
I think I need to introduce you.
exactly.
I think I need to introduce you to some shows on Netflix, Mike.
I don't have TV. How would I even have watched this? But somehow I know about it.
Yeah, sure, Mike. You didn't watch it. Totally, bro.
That's
Never watched it. I
handbrake
don't have
turn,
TLC.
Glenn. Oh, no, I'm not gonna lie. There are some interesting shows on TLC, like Cake Boss. That was a classic.
Wait, you have TV? So
Yes.
What?
Yeah. Haven't seen Long Island Medium though, so you're on your own.
Indeed. Well, I have a few options for guests at the moment. I have somebody scheduled for 7:30. That would be Keegan from Nibble Esports. I don't know. Should I bring on Bianca Lowe in the meantime, or do you guys wanna wait
Well,
a little bit?
what's
What
the
do you think?
situation with Carmiel?
Carmel's also available. That's why I'm saying I got a bunch
Okay,
of people.
so I mean,
available.
rather let's keep Bianca for a little bit later then, because we can't have Glenn.
I'm going to actually disappear
Rye.
for a bit.
Oh, all right. Well, that slims things down a little bit.
That does. Goodbye, and I will
All
see
right,
you all
Glenn.
later.
We'll see you a bit later. Thanks for joining us, bro.
Get out of here.
Get into the chopper.
Which movie is that from? That's what I want to know. Do you know?
Of course I know, Mike. That
What?
movie
Is
is I mean, I know the
General pop
actor.
culture
I know the
references,
actor, obviously, but Geez, it's like one of those common cliche movies, you know. It's just like,
It's from the Predator.
okay, there we go. Thanks, Mike. Another
There
movie
you
I can
go.
add to the list.
You gotta go watch that.
Yes, I will. I think we should like make a doc with every time this happens on our broadcasts, we can just add that movie name to the list, and then I just have to watch all those movies. So, who are we looking at for a guest? I mean, I'm keen to get Camille on here. I'm keen to get Ryan as well. So,
Yeah, I'm
if,
dropping in
why not both?
Bianca at the moment. She'll come and chat to us for a little bit, and we can. Hello.
Hi,
There we go. Hello, Bianca. How are you doing?
I'm alright, and you?
Good, thank you. Good. You've joined us a lot earlier this evening. We're still in the first game here.
That means you guys are really desperate.
Yeah,
Jeez.
scraping the barrel at the moment. Actually, we're pretty spoiled for choice right now, so we were trying to decide who do we bring on now, but I mean, you became available first, so we'll go with first.
I have to win at something, I guess.
So why aren't you playing PUBG Mobile tonight?
I'm not really good at those types of games. Like, if it was gonna be on PC, I would have already been on a handicap. I don't play mobile games, so I would just... Oof.
Do you play battle royale games?
Does Siege count as one?
No, R6 is not a BR.
No, then no. I would be very bad at it.
Okay, that's okay. I mean, battle royales are easy. It's just last man standing wins. So you can win the game by getting just one kill if you've got the stealth behind you. And Mike, Mama Leafter is still alive. She is.
10 alive, okay.
We're on her
Karen
right now.
Zoid is going.
Karen Zoid has made top 10. She is sitting with the Uzi, locked and loaded, and actually has the zone in her favor right now as it stands. And she's got a little building to herself. So there's some hope. That Mama Leafter might be able to have an impact. Although she's getting rounded on Mike, they're driving on her. Oh god, but we're panning away. We're not going to be able to see the action. Or are we? Mama Leafter actually looking to... Oh, no, she's dead.
You built that one up and then it was over.
And she died.
And gone.
Alright, so there's 7 people left here in this first game. Of course, there are some prizes up for grabs. I don't know exactly how they're going to be allocating prizes. I think it's the top 2 people with the most kills, and then the bottom 2 people with the least kills are the ones who are going to be getting the prizes. Nice and inclusive, as you want it to be.
I would have totally won those prizes.
Yeah.
For the bottom tier, obviously.
Well, hey, that's that doesn't really matter, right? It's just if you get prizes, then
Free
that
stuff's
means
free
something.
stuff. Yeah.
You know, like
Everyone that ever goes to a rage knows this.
exactly. Like, let's say you come third in an event that only has 3 people. You're going to tell people you came third and not last, right?
Yeah, but there's always going to be that one guy that's like, yeah, I came third in this tournament. Someone says out of 3 people. And then you
Oh.
just kind of give them this look of like,
Yeah.
I will murder you.
Was that necessary? Can you not actually just let me have my fun, please?
You didn't compete, you butt.
Whoa. Savage comeback there.
I know.
Yeah.
I
Take
always
it easy,
have one.
Bianca.
I actually have one that I've like loaded into the barrel every single time someone really pisses me off, and it's really mean, and I don't know why I came to it, but it's basically saying, well, at least my mom loves me.
Damn, that one hits the heart though, you know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
that's one of those
That's it.
insults where it's like it gets deep. It's like when your mom used to tell you, I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. It's like, wow.
Like you only whip that one out if you really need to.
Yeah, so it's getting interesting, guys. The game is looking very evenly poised right now. 3 versus 3, and EE are making the move. They were our victors from last night, in fact, in the first game. So they're looking to replicate that here once again, and they've got it. The dub in the bag, victory achieved, and actually they got a lot of kills, Mike. They got 18 kills. I think that's the most that we've
Wow.
seen so far from a squad.
How did Bait get the
between
most
yesterday
kills? I
and
mean,
today.
Bait's supposed to be baiting the kills for the others.
I think he didn't finish off the name. It was actually supposed to be with an ER at the end.
Baiter.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, there we go.
Thought he was the baitee, but he's the baiter for EE.
So there we go, first game done and dusted. Though we still got 2 more games to come, and the next 2 games are both going to be fun matches. So I'm looking forward to see how that plays out, because we're going to be having some different game modes coming through.
I
Yeah,
am
and
kind
you-
of surprised of how well Mama Lifta has been doing that.
Yeah, I mean, she seems to have a knack to know how to survive, and that's an important
Learned
skill in
instinct.
battle royales. Yeah, probably indeed, Mike. I think you require a certain level of tenacity in the music industry.
Yes, indeed you do. I do believe we're going to take a break pretty soon. Are we hitting that break?
Yeah, I think we can just head into a few minutes of break in between the games. Yeah, we'll definitely jump in before the next game goes live. But yeah, guys, this is the Bring Back Sports event initiative, all in the name of charity. Bianca, I know you just joined us. Make sure you don't go anywhere, because we will be back in a few minutes, and we would love to continue to have you on air with us. So if you would be so gracious as to join us, that would be appreciated.
No problem. I
Okay.
mean, you guys are paying me fat stacks in just attention.
It's exposure bucks, Bianca.
I was just gonna say, she's getting paid?
Someone to
What?
talk, yeah, just to have someone to talk to. I'm very lonely.
Ah, jeez. Well, guys, make Bianca's day. Hang around. Follow her on social media. And we will be back in a couple of minutes.
Is the story of a man who is more machine than man, a man who is at odds with himself and others around him, the man, the machine, an attempt to survive. One day to run with others was his wish, but that dream will never live in reality. This is the story of a man who is more machine than man, a man who is at odds with himself and others around him, the man, the machine, an attempt to survive. One day to run with others was his wish, but that dream will never live in reality. This is the story of a man who is more machine than man, a man who is at odds with himself and others around him, the man, the machine, an attempt to survive. One day to run with others was his wish, but that dream will never live in reality. of that dream will never live in reality.
Have you forgotten that once we were brought here, we were robbed of our nation? Have you forgotten that once we were brought here, we were robbed of our nation? Robbed of our nation.
Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back. We are live once again with the Bring Back Sports PUBG mobile stream. This is the studio. We're an alternative stream and we're just pretty much chilling, having a conversation with a couple guests who have been joining us throughout the night and just trying to bring some different sorts of entertainment. So, thank you for joining us. I've got Extremes and Bianca with me, which is Cthulhu, if I'm not mistaken. That's how I pronounce it, right?
Yeah, you could also say Cthulhu, but Cthulhu is
Cthulhu, okay.
on the head.
All right, there we go. So, how are you guys doing? How are you feeling right now? Are you keen for the next game?
What are the? Because you said it was fun rounds. What are
Yeah,
what are the
I don't
rules?
actually have confirmation just yet. Probably figure that out once the game starts. I know, right? Like this is what I do. I just coast
Someone
along.
This is your job or something.
you would swear there was something official about this.
Indeed, you would swear this. So if people want to find you, Bianca, they can find you on Twitter at That's Pretty Low, as in LOUW, right?
Yes, that is me.
At That's Pretty Low. Okay, so definitely check her out if you want to check out her streams and see what she does to address a couple of the comments that we've seen in the break.
Oh.
So let's see. First comment I'm going to address, aside from the former, was nobody saying Michael Prob's playing on a Smurf like he does in CS. Yes, I always play on a Smurf. Nobody. That's what I do. It's toxic and it's what I do.
How many Smurfs do you have, Mike?
4.
Okay.
But yeah, I was gonna say, don't professional and those who really take the game seriously have like 4 Smurfs, so that they can.
Oh no,
really just-
Mike doesn't have those Smurfs because he's professional and takes the game seriously.
too-
Please don't get it twisted.
No, I've seen a couple of people with Smurf accounts. It's really just to make themselves feel better.
Mike
It's
just
like,
likes
oh,
to be
yeah.
toxic, and he knows that he has a personality to uphold, and he somewhat tries to keep the name clean. So he needs to go on Smurfs for that reason. Hey, Mike.
Yes, exactly. Pretty much. Got to get all the teabagging in on the Smurf account, so on
Yeah.
the main account. So we got information. The next round is pistols only. That's what we're going to have coming up in the next round.
Pistols only. Ooh, that makes things interesting. Again, very close quarter fights in that case.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Indeed. I think we might bring on our next guest pretty soon and just see if he's ready. He is indeed. That is Brava, the owner of Nibble Esports. So
The owner. Awesome.
They won today in their Siege 6 tourney. It was like such a good match. Oh my gosh.
well, I want you to ask him about it. So he will
Mike,
be here shortly.
don't delegate your duties to our guests, Michael.
Jeez, are you lazy or something? God. Hi, Brava.
Not yet. There we go.
Not yet.
Oh,
No,
hi, Brava.
not yet.
God damn it.
There we go. Bravo, are you with us?
Hey, what's up, guys? Hello.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Hi. I
Thanks.
said hi to you twice and then like, no, not yet.
Yeah,
I don't know
because
why.
the phone was still ringing, so yeah. Anyway, Brava, how are you doing?
I'm good, ecstatic. I've been keeping up with your guys' stream,
Yeah?
enjoying the music. So
That's-
yeah, thanks for having.
Fantastic, guys. For anyone who's not familiar with Brava, he is the owner of Nibble Esports, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Why don't you tell the people a little bit more about yourself and how you got involved with the esports industry?
Okay, yeah, I've pretty much been playing in the esports community since I was about 11 years old. Been playing in the COD 4 days way back. And yeah, been building communities since then, and that's where I find myself now, having been running Nibble for about 4 years and
Okay.
doing a whole lot of local cool initiatives and other projects that yeah will hopefully benefit the esports environment as much as possible.
Okay, awesome. And I mean, you guys have got a host of teams for a bunch of different games, if I'm not mistaken. You got a CS team, a Rainbow Six Siege team, a PUBG Mobile team. What any others that I'm missing out on?
Yeah, we also actively compete in Hearthstone and Apex
Okay.
Legends. Yeah, and we've also dabbled in FIFA and also PUBG ourselves. So we have been around, and it's been an honor to take part in so many titles.
So you guys also involved with Bring Back Sports. I mean, some of your players are playing in the tournaments at the moment.
Yeah, we are.
Sweet. Well, it's really cool to have an org that's actually actively involved in esports, also getting involved in charity initiatives. So thanks for definitely throwing in the noble hat into the ring, so to speak.
No, thank you guys. I think a big shout out as well to Glenn. I've been speaking to him the past couple of weeks, and what him and the team from Techs in the City are doing it's amazing. And to put local esports on the map, it's huge, as you guys are all well aware.
Oh, absolutely, and it's quite a cool thing to bring this sort of marriage of the music industry and gaming together. Like, surprisingly, it actually works. It does.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's been a long time coming. We all know how closely linked the music industry is. I mean, with pretty much any industry, but gaming specifically. Yeah, as you know, it's pretty much interwoven with anything from montages to live streaming to live events. So I think it's a great opportunity to merge the.
Yeah. So, Brava, I'm interested in knowing a little bit more about you as a person and what some of your experiences and challenges are with owning an organization. What would you say are some of the biggest challenges that come with owning an MGO in South Africa?
Yo, it's a big question because I mean over 4 years it's been extremely difficult. It's had its ups and downs, but majority of the time it's just such a positive experience. Very difficult. You pretty much engrossed in everything esports related at any point in time, every minute of it. But yeah, just to kind of answer the question more directly. Some of the cool parts to esports, and I think anyone taking part or playing within the space will realize that just being close to the community and making friends online, it just makes the whole experience worthwhile.
Yeah.
I think that's what's driven me, is being part of a community and working with all different sorts of people, and just every day there's a new challenge. It's inspiring to sorry guys.
No?
The words are in there. Don't worry, bro. They'll
It's
come out.
inspiring to me to just be able to take every challenge as it comes and treat it holistically and organically.
Yeah. I want to pause you there because I love what you just said, and it's something that a couple other people before you have also mentioned, and it's about how inclusive and how community centric esports and gaming is. And so often in general society there's the narrative that gaming is a very antisocial activity and that people just sit by themselves glued to their screen and don't benefit from anything. But just like you said, there's such a community vibe in gaming, and you meet so many new people, and you face so many different and new challenges, and it really, I think it grows an individual, and it's well, I can speak from a personal capacity. It's 100% impacted my life and led me and guided to where I am today, and I'm really grateful for a lot of the people that I've met along the way. So I love that as well about esports.
I
and
just want to
competing.
cry now, Matt. That was so
That was beautiful. It was great.
beautiful, bro.
Well,
jeez.
just in like the lockdown that we've been going through, like I have had days where we sit on Discord and just watch movies with a bunch of people that I've met through gaming. I've never met them in real life, but we watched 2 or 3 Star Wars movies together for some reason.
It's awesome.
I love
And
it.
that's something you don't just do if you have a hobby like, I don't know, hiking, because now you're used to face-to-face interactions where we're just okay sitting in front of our PCs and bonding over the dumbest stuff, but
Yeah.
it's great stuff.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
There's a lot of late nights involved there as well.
Yes. Yeah, rip the sleep schedule, that's for sure.
Exactly.
What sleep schedule? What is
Yeah,
sleep? Can
yeah.
you eat it?
Especially during lockdown, I must say, like my
That's
my
massive,
sleep
yeah.
schedule has just gone to shit.
Yeah, I went to bed at like 3:30 this morning for some reason. No reason whatsoever. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna go to bed now.
Well, for me, if I go to bed at 3:30, it's because I'm on my 3rd double espresso. So,
Jeez, bro.
see,
I
I'm
think it's good
usually
to
I
stop
sound much
those.
calmer than this usually.
It's good to stop those after midnight about Mike, I think.
Why would
Only
I want to do
midnight,
that?
bro.
So, Keegan, tell us about your Rainbow Six team. You guys actually won a tournament today, right?
Yeah, we played Omnius Gaming. It was in the final for the ATK R6 League. And yeah, like I said, it was an ecstatic day filled with lots of emotions, and the team was superb. Omnius also, we close mates with the Omnius guys, so it was very contentious, but overall loved every moment.
That's amazing. What do you think of Rainbow Six as an esport? Do you think it's going places? Do you think it's going to grow from where it is right now?
Yeah, I think it definitely will grow. I see in Northern Africa it's already also taking off in many parts, and it's great to see. Locally, we've seen the console community on it for quite some time, and it's been at a substantial growth rate for a while. And PC's just accelerated since South African servers came to SA recently. But yeah, with tournaments growing, Metal State jumping on board now, I think we can definitely see a growth from an esports perspective. But overall, I mean, Bianca can even speak for herself. She's also jumped onto Rainbow recently, so I
Yeah,
see your
I've
tweet.
just yeah, I only played with like very casually with some friends. I think the last time I checked my stats, I played 8 matches, of which I lost 6. So I'm really good at the game, guys.
I read that as you won 2 matches, though. That's how I see it.
Yes,
And
exactly.
then I almost got my first ace recently, and that was really like, yay! I'm not that crap at it.
So, of course, we got PUBG Mobile on the screen right now, and there's obvious reasons why you'd want to play this. Primarily, if you're a mobile user, you don't own a console or gaming PC or anything. But for Rainbow Six, sell us on why we'd want to play Rainbow Six. Sell the audience on why they'd want to play Rainbow Six. Go.
Yeah, I think Rainbow's an interesting title. It combines many tactical aspects that you would maybe arguably say is missing from the existing FPS or first person shooter titles like your CS:GOs and so on.
Blasphemy. Burn the heretic.
I love CS. I love CS. I'm just putting it out there. But it's interesting. I mean, I've played both personally in the esports environment, and Siege's learning curve. It's like the emotions it brings about is like mixing Dota with CS:GO. If you could, I know that sounds even more blasphemous, but the learning curve from Dota combined with the FPS elements of CS to some extent. But yeah, you can take part on console and PC, and yeah, both are growing simultaneously. There's no cross-platform capabilities, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I think it's a great game. It's something new, it's something exciting, and it'll be interesting to see when Valorant makes an entrance officially where that will also go. So I'm quite excited.
I've played over the only like games online that I've ever played was Overwatch and this Siege. And honestly, Overwatch was fun until, let's just say the community kind of shifted a little bit. It stopped being happy-go-lucky fun times to everyone taking it very seriously all the time. Um, but like I don't know, Siege has a different feeling to it. Maybe it's just the people that I play with. Maybe it's just how my mindset is when I play it. But like it's almost like it's short bursts of you just trying to do the best that you can in the moment, and then it's such a different feeling when you win. I don't know. It's a good game. It's just whenever I watch someone play it, I was like, I don't know why, but I want to play this game. There's something about it that just makes you go, okay, but I want to try and do that.
For me, I find Siege to be a really intense esport to watch because it's what, like first to 7 rounds, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, yes.
So it's there's no room for error in a game like Siege, where CS, like arguably there is room for you to make a mistake, mess up around, and still come back and win the game. Whereas like in Siege, that's detrimental because it's such a quick match. Yeah, there's no chance for you to be, as you say, Mike, getting off to a bad start and then working your way into the game. You need to hit the ground running. So that's one thing I do like about Siege, is just how high octane it is right from the beginning of the game.
I guess you could say much like PUBG in a lot of ways. You got to actually make sure you start well, because in PUBG you could die in the first 5 seconds.
Yeah, that's true. The thing about PUBG though is like you can drop very far away, so it doesn't have that like incredibly high action, from the beginning of the game necessarily.
This one that's on screen right now, it looks like everyone's dropped in each other's front pocket.
Yeah, that does seem to be the case.
But like with the tournament that they had today, 90% of the time it's very much a feeling of what is going on? Where are you? I don't understand what's happening. And then suddenly someone dies and you're like, whoa, where'd that come from?
Yeah.
Like there was a moment where Nibble was one player down, someone disconnected, and they won the round. It was an incredible match to watch. It was like, oh my god, they did it.
Yeah, that
And it
shouldn't
was
happen.
that was really like if they pull it through. I was actually applauding on my side. That was fantastic.
I had to mute the casters because the adrenaline rush I get from watching casting. I mean, ups to the casters for doing that to me, but I sometimes need to just take a chill, otherwise cardiac
Well,
arrest.
that tells me that the casters were doing a good job at least.
Yeah, definitely.
If they're invoking emotion like that, then I think they're on the money.
they
guys
they
had,
they were
Cloudburst and
Mm.
Trinok, right?
Trinok,
And
yeah.
Noobs lost.
yeah. Snoop was the camera operator, and then Trinuck and Cloud were the casters.
Yep.
But what's very fun with for those two was like they genuinely got very excited when anything was happening on screen.
But they always do, that pair. If I'm not
Mm.
mistaken, they originate from Overwatch. I don't know if they did any games before
And
that.
more people have jumped ship from Overwatch. I mean, we've now
It
have the
seems to be
evidence
the
of
common
3 people
trend.
who've jumped. I mean, it's common because there's
But
3
international,
people.
well, I'm saying internationally, I've seen a lot of Overwatch players moving on from the game. High
true.
profile
Or Valorant
gamers,
pros
that
now,
is.
of course.
Yeah, just like the tier 2 washed up CS:GO players.
Yep, pretty
Your
much.
words, not ours.
We'll say whatever. We're happy to say things here, so don't worry about that. I see there's a punching battle going
Yeah,
on.
I'm busy, I'm
Me
busy
too.
watching this.
How was he alive for so long? That's what I want to
have
know.
no clue.
Just running around beating everyone's ass, man.
I
Sure,
just
it's
heard
like
the
we're in
Rocky
Kyalami
theme song in
here.
the background.
Yeah, this was wait, what was that called? The boot, the Kyalami boot. Hashtag.
We needed the Rocky music there, guys.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
Kyalami knife fight.
Yeah, that's the one. The ninja, the
Kalami
samurai.
ninjas.
Yeah, exactly.
He stabbed me with a sword. What else do you stab someone with?
A pointed stick.
You could. I mean, that
My
was a tactic
really good wit.
once a long time ago. So yeah, Mike.
I'm saying so first.
Yeah.
So is my word, Matt. You're not allowed to use it anymore.
That's why I'm
Mine.
giving you the mic, Mike.
Oh, geez, that was even worse than mine.
Dropping them.
Oh, I wouldn't drop my mic. It's way too expensive. It's just like,
Oh, what a
lockdown
flex.
now. It's a problem. Can't get another one.
You need a sponsor so you can drop your mic. dude.
Funny
Or
part
be
is, brother, is that
free.
he is actually he works for an
A
audio
sponsor.
company. Yeah. So he could sponsor himself if he was into doing some dodgy business dealings.
He just
Yeah,
he just
Ooh.
wanted to
only
flex.
ethical business. So Keegan, are you guys going to be picking up a banging CS team so Matt and I can commentate on them?
What do you mean?
sometime?
They have a banging CS team.
No, I think you should
Mike.
kick all of them. I see them. Some of them are in
Wow, bro,
chat.
this
and
is-
therefore I
Oh,
want them talking.
they're throwing flames in
Toxic,
chat.
Mike.
Wait, is
From what
is
I've seen,
Sir-
Dagger's the worst. You should get rid of Dagger.
did they maintain their spot in the Prem division?
Unfortunately not.
Okay.
But
Told
yeah,
you,
it was
see,
it
he's
was
the
our
worst.
first time actually competing in Prem, and we've been building this roster for about 1.5 2 years.
Okay.
So we've really built it over time and worked with the guys for a long period of time. So we've got a strong relationship. I just see Dagger messages here. Here comes the flames.
Oh God, please, bro, this is my channel, not Extremes.
Trying to ruin his channel right in its infancy.
Yes.
But we are, both our teams are first div. We do have 2 teams representing us, kind of building an academy vibe, which I'm sure you guys are well aware of that whole kind of divisional difference in ZA esports. But yeah, we've got 2 teams now competing in first div. We're convinced that one of the teams or both hopefully will go back up to Prem. So yeah, that's our target for this next season.
Okay, so be promoted to Prem is the goal right now for Leg 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because once you get a taste of that, it's like you're not going to be satisfied with anything else, right?
Yeah, the talent and just at that level, not saying that first div and second div doesn't have talented
Yeah,
teams,
sure.
But yeah, at the Prem level, it's a different ball game. It's a totally different play style, and yeah, we've had a taste of the experience now, and we're keen to chase it even more and put ourselves up to the challenge.
Yeah, it's all about learning from those experiences and learning from those opportunities so that when you're met with that challenge again, you're better prepared for it.
Yep, and we want to definitely make Comic Con.
Okay.
So that's the plan. Let's hope COVID regulations and so on, well, COVID as a whole slows down.
Yeah.
And that's exactly why the stream is happening.
Yes,
today.
exactly. And that's I'm glad you brought that up just for refreshing everybody's memory. You can donate by scanning the QR code on the bottom left corner of the stream. If you have an iPhone, you can literally just whip out the camera and it will automatically register the QR. If you have a sucky Android, I think you have to download an app for that. But regardless, just go ahead and do it anyway because it's going to be worth it. And
I would like to see the sun again
Bianca,
after that amount of shade.
Bianca, I can mute you at the click of a button. I have all the power. So
Fight me.
just you're
have
picking
no
the
power
battle with the wrong person right now. Okay. Anyway, just to finish that off, guys, any donations made go directly to support the Solidarity Fund here in South Africa, and it also supports local musicians who have been heavily affected by the lockdowns due to COVID-19. So, any donations made is massively appreciated. But on top of that, just being here, supporting the stream, engaging, interacting, sharing the link with people, all very vital and appreciated aspects as well. So, don't think if you can't donate, you're not contributing to the cause, because you absolutely are just by being here. So, on that note, back to the memes and dreams.
Can I ask a question? Is there an event at Comic Con for Siege? I didn't know this.
No, not Siege. It's mostly the three main titles this year from VS are CS, Dota, and League of Legends. I think if I'm not mistaken, they all having smaller titles. When I say smaller, not putting them down, I mean just pure player base. But Rocket League has their tournaments. I'm not sure what else. But yeah, we'll see what VS has planned with those titles as well.
Because VS had a really cool stage last year, so that would be really nice.
Would be awesome. Oh yeah, it would be awesome to see Comic Con this year. Have they postponed the Cape Town Comic Con?
Yeah,
as
it's
far as I know,
completely
yes.
cancelled.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. I think. I saw a few days ago Germany actually like postponed all live events until November. So, you know, if that happens here, then that means a lot of things are, you know, potentially only 2021 things.
Sure.
But then also like America cancelled Anime Expo, which is one of their biggest nerd conventions in America, next to like Comic Cons and such and PAX. Like the sheer volume of people that go to Anime Expo is like, if you see a video, you get anxiety just for the people there.
That's the case across all sorts of things, sports and you know, live concerts and, you know, just conferences, every kind of public gathering. You know, the world is crazy right now, and I would uninstall and reinstall. I've tried restarting already; it hasn't worked.
To reinstall drivers.
Yep.
Just
Reinstall
format it.
drivers, format new copy of Windows.
Yeah.
So we're probably going to get Corin Zoid on here in a little bit. So let's just see if we can make that happen.
We're just currently working through to make that a reality. Going to be adding her to the phone call. Unfortunately, she died a bit sooner this game, which means she has a few minutes on her hands to talk to us. So we are going to have the famous Corin Zoid. Guys, no Karens, okay? No Karens.
Karen.
Please, we can't
Karen.
embarrass ourselves here
Karen.
live on stream, okay? Roll the R. That's an
Roll
important one as
the
well.
R.
How about the goddess of PUBG Mobile? Because I
Whoa.
hear she's playing like a
She's-
goddess.
Yeah, she's been really surprisingly good at this game. I'm
Just
glad.
getting
I'll
just
say-
getting her to try and accept the friend request. Otherwise, I can't add her to the DM.
Well, no worries. We're going to get there. For now, I would like to give a very sincere thank you, a shout out to Goliath Gaming for donating a pretty generous amount to proceedings tonight. So thanks to them. A great esports MGO, lots of games they're involved with and prolific in the scene. Thanks guys. We really appreciate it from you. And you know, hopefully we can get maybe somebody from Goliath on here before the end of the night. What do you think, Matt?
Hopefully, I will try work some magic and see if we can make that a reality.
Magic. Make it happen, Matt. Make it happen.
I'm trying to work magic at the moment and get Mama Leaf in this conversation. So if you could give me a second.
You let him work, Mike.
Don't want to let him work. I don't want to leave him alone. You can't trust this man alone. Anyway, he's.
You have a point there.
Jeez, guys, what are you trying to say, guys? I'm a clean shirt, okay?
I don't want to get muted, so I don't want to piss you off.
Oh damn! Have I made you a bit fearful now? I'm sorry. That's not good. I was enjoying the fire.
I think while we have a little bit of a downtime before we get Karin in, Bravo, maybe you want to just give us everybody the links to your Nibble social media and your own social media as well.
Oh yeah. So if you want to follow Nibble, just search or follow us on our tag Nibble Esports, one word. Nibble Esports, double E in the middle. That's the biggest mistake. And then you can just follow me on Twitter. My name's Brava__. Yes, the normal Bravo was taken, so I had to resort to that. But yeah, follow me if anyone ever wants to chat esports or find out how to get involved or anything of the sort. Just drop me a DM or comment on my profile and we can sort something out.
All right, guys, we are going to be adding Karin Zoid to the chat. So let's see if she answers the call.
Awesome.
Hello, Karin.
Hi.
There we go. Success. Well done.
Yeah. Learning things.
There we go. Together we are making progress. Welcome, Karin. How are you doing this evening?
I'm good. I'm fascinated by your culture.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I love it when we get these crossovers and people get exposed to esports or music when maybe they haven't really been before and they get a little inside view. But before we jump too much into that, why don't you just introduce everyone to yourself for the few people who might not be familiar?
Like the two of us.
Yeah, my name is Karin Zoid. I'm a South African musician. I live in Cape Town and I've been playing PUBG for a few months.
Oh, wow.
Wow, we were wondering why you're so good at this game.
Yeah, the goddess.
Yeah.
Herself.
So I'm not really that good at this game, but I'm sorry. My neighbor's singing for the essential workers. If you hear some music, it's actually quite fantastic.
Yeah, no, that's fun.
He's on his balcony with his piano and he's singing his heart out. We're very musical in Sea Point. Yeah, so when we tour, we end up, waiting a lot and often feeling a bit lonely. And with the band, everyone's in their own rooms, but then we play PUBG and chat. And, a lot of the times we're just actually it's a group chat while we're doing an activity. So that's why we should probably practice a little bit more. It's just something to pass the time, and we're all quite addicted. Our sound man is actually the master player, but he has problems with Firebit at the moment, so he couldn't join, unfortunately, this time. Yeah.
It would have been cool to have the whole group here just owning everything.
I've got a huge question though. I want to know who your teammate Pusklop van Wyk was. Is that something you know?
That is Dan Petlansky.
Okay.
Yeah, no way.
I guess that's right. Karin, hi, it's Glenn here. I just wanted to say
Hi,
thank you so
Glenn.
much for being a part of this. I love literally when Tex was like, "I know Karin's gonna come and join," I was like, "No way, PUBG! That is amazing."
Oh, nice to chat to you, Glenn. It's fantastic, and it was so nice to play with the pros now. Guys are very nice, and I hope your event grows, and we certainly will be there for you if we can, in helping.
Thank you.
Spreading the word, or maybe we should do something. I want to have my own game with my fans. You guys are too good. I need to practice. Yeah, no, fantastic. Yeah, well done.
Thank you. Yeah, that I think a fan show would be great. We should totally do that. Because I think I could never even play in this match. Like I've never played PUBG Mobile yet, so I know I'd be
Okay.
terrible.
No, but you know what I wanted to actually just say is, firstly, just thank you for having us. But secondly, I actually only realized now what a sport it is. It really is a sport, And Tekla asked if we wanted to play. I was very keen, but I never really thought about. We've had so much fun, just me and Andy and Henry and
Yeah.
Dan. Just catching up and playing and watching it. It's really taken my mind off the fact that we're isolating.
Yeah.
So I
It, do,
think
it does take
now
away
is
that
the
loneliness, yeah.
yeah, so now is kind of a good time, I think for people to get into the game. So yeah, if you need any help in that regard, you want us to post stuff for you, I know I can sort of speak on Dan's behalf as well. We'll gladly spread the word because yeah, this is like music. It's something to take your mind off reality. It's a good thing, and then you can deal with reality again a little later. If you just have a bit of fantasy and dreaming
Yeah.
and fun. Yeah, yeah. No, freaking well done. I'm blown away.
I'm so glad that I'm so glad that you actually got an opportunity to be involved with it though, because for a lot of people like yourself, they don't realize how much goes into these sorts of things and how in depth and
Yeah.
involved they actually are. So it's awesome
Yeah.
that you're getting a taste of that.
Yeah, and if when we get out of isolation, I don't know if you guys know, but I own a TV studio out in Cape Town. That's a 400 square meter big black box where I record my chat show in. So if you ever want to do a gaming event there,
Oh my word, that sounds
Jeez.
amazing.
Glenn, just by the way, because I was a part of this
something.
conversation, I have to be involved. Like, that's a prerequisite. There's no two ways about it. I was here, okay?
Yeah, so you can check us out. We're called Mothership Studios. It's mothershipstudios.co.za. You can have a look.
Yeah.
And if you guys want to collaborate with us, yeah, we love working with artists, and you guys, you're artists. So if we can work with you, yeah.
Speaking of that,
Amazing.
what are some of the? I hear you mention a chat show. What are some of the big things that you're working on at the moment?
Well, I currently have my television show that goes out every Thursday. It's called the Republiek van Zuid-Afrika, and
Okay.
we have that. And at the end of each episode, I do a song with one of my musical guests. This first week we had Jeannie D on with Crystal Donna Roberts, and then the new kind of star on the Afrikaans scene. There's a guy by the name of Ilandre, and so our single came out on Friday morning. So every week we have to deliver the episodes in lockdown. So we're mastering and mixing music. I heard you guys. I learned now that ping is latency, which is something we also struggle with in broadcasting. We just, I'm going to call it ping from now on. It sounds cool. But yeah, so we're also freaking trying to make shit happen, just as like you guys, and we have few tools.
Yes.
So, Flip, I want to make friends, guys. I want to make friends with you. You guys have got it under control, I have to say. Yes, it's because it's hard. It's so hard not having everything with you,
But it's
But I
amazing
think-
how much of a crossover there is between esports broadcasts and TV broadcasts. It's such a similar space, actually. I mean, you
Truly.
go to Supersport or you go to any esports studio, very much the same thing. So I'm
Jinx
sure we
has
could do a
proven
broadcast from your studio.
Sorry, what's that?
Just mention that Jinx has proven that the crossover quite well between esports and live
TV channel.
broadcast. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what I think the thing I love about it is the interactiveness. When you guys said let's mix up the teams a little bit, and I was able to play with some of the more pro players
Yeah.
and have a chat and meet people and watching. I've got your YouTube video open on my computer, and I'm watching and looking at the commentary, and yeah, it's a community, which is very much what music is. We have a show and we have fans become friends, and we end up, especially, you end up, becoming family. It's like one big family, and it's really interesting. Sorry, I sound like such a dork, but I'm like, wow, I'm
You're in
landing on the
safe
moon.
hands here. We're all dorks, don't
No,
worry.
not at all.
Yeah.
It's always like when people are exposed to esports and gaming for the first time, it is quite a culture shock, because I think a lot of people in the mainstream really don't realize quite how big it actually is. So I mean, it's still a growing thing in South Africa, but it's getting there as mobile accessibility gets a little bit better, the network gets better, and thanks to one of our sponsors, Vodacom, who are making that possible, so people can actually play PUBG Mobile under lockdown at reasonable prices. Sponsor plug done. I feel good about that one. What do
Yeah.
you guys?
Okay. So is it going to be another game or what? I don't want to stay on the line
Yes,
too
there
much.
is another game indeed.
There is another game.
Okay.
But thank you so much for making a few minutes of your time available to come and join us here, because we have been hoping throughout the afternoon that we would be able to have a quick chat.
No, it's my pleasure. And like I said, I would love to, when the guys I spoke to now, they don't know each other in person. So maybe I can help you in that way, that we have an event at my place. And yeah, I'm not going to charge you guys. Just let's put something together, and
Yeah.
then all your players can meet each other and have a fantastic social gaming thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I think Glenn just sort of got offered a gold mine, so I hope he was here. and
I'm
he
super
heard
excited.
that.
I am.
All right.
I am here.
Well, that's
Karen,
Lovely.
thank you so much. That is
Lots of love, eh? Yeah,
All right, Karen,
lots of
thanks
love.
for joining us. We'll see you on the server, and we're expecting some big
Yeah.
things this game, eh?
Don't expect
Bring the
much.
fire.
Lower your expectations. Okay,
Good
cheers,
luck.
guys.
All right, thanks,
Thanks so
Karen.
much.
Cheers.
Bye. Bye.
All right, everyone. That was Karen Zoid who joined us. Well done, guys. We managed to not call her Karen once throughout her tenure.
I think I might have. I
Oh
don't know.
God!
I feel
Oh
like-
God, Glenn.
Listen, I was fanboying so much
You
right now.
had one job.
Oh,
I can hear the
jeez.
big smile on Glenn's
Guys,
face.
Karen is so cool. I'm fanboying. I'm actually just going to mute my...
The man needs a moment. All right, guys. Well, I think we all need a moment. Let's just take a couple minutes to regather ourselves. There's about 8 minutes until the next game, and the final game of the evening kicks off. We're gonna have another event to keep it interesting, randomizing the teams once again. So just join us in a couple of minutes, guys, and we will be live with the third and final match. We'll see you in a bit.
So people who are still in chat, I mean, you are around. We are muted now, so don't worry. But
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy.
brewing profusely.
Okay, I'm shutting up.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Bring Back Sports broadcast. We are here with the PUBG Mobile, and we have one match remaining this evening, and it's all about charity. That is the name of the game, supporting the Solidarity Fund, supporting the local artists who have been affected by COVID-19 and lockdown, and we are trying to just make everybody's lives a little bit better with your help, with your support, making donations, being a part of the stream, interacting, sharing the link. All of these things are what's making this possible. So thank you so much to everybody. Guys, how are we doing? How are we feeling about this last game?
Pretty good, pretty good. Feeling excited for the last game, actually. I mean,
Yeah.
I was enjoying the punch up that was going on in that previous one. I want to see more of that, more punching.
Glenn, have you calmed down a little bit as well? Oh, he's muted. Okay, never mind. Oh, he's
No,
back.
I'm here.
Okay.
But have I calmed down? Yes.
Okay.
Am I tweeting? Am I texting all my friends about it? Yes.
Oh my god! Look at this thing that just happened.
Well, just
Look,
be sure to direct them to my channel to catch the VOD and subscribe while they're there.
Subscribe whilst they
Such a
still
plug.
can.
Yeah,
Whilst
exactly.
it's exclusive.
Exactly. While you can be a part of the top, what's
Exactly.
it now? 137 guys. You can make top 137 if you subscribe.
Yeah,
right
guys,
now.
no one wants to be. You don't want to be like one of those new Willy shots.
Yeah, if you're over 140, that's where it's a problem. Then we don't like you anymore. But you know, as under 140, you're still one of those.
Until it reaches 140, then the number shifts to 150. So that's pretty much that's how capitalism works. You just keep moving the carrot, Mike.
Exactly, just shift the goalpost constantly. That's important. So our next guest actually will be Dota caster extraordinaire, Mr. Snare.
Okay.
He's just quickly taking a bathroom break, and when he's back, he will let me know.
Okay. Well, that's fine. That's quite a noble way of saying I'm going to the toilet.
No, I paraphrase.
Oh, is that paraphrasing? Okay. All right. Fair enough. Maybe doing him a favor in the process. So, I think we have snipers only as our next game mode, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
If there's a tie, can we have one where they're just fist fighting? Like it's Fight Club all up in there.
Sorry, I completely misheard what you said. What did you just say, Bianca?
Like if there's a tie,
Yes.
can we have them just Fight Club it out?
Yes, I think, but we need to do that in real life.
Okay.
And then
Lockdown, social
that'll
distancing,
be
how can
really
you-
interesting.
How can you fist fight when you're supposed to be 1.5 meters apart? Like that
Long
doesn't make any
stick.
sense.
Yeah, I mean...
That's just javelin.
That just
Or,
ups the
like,
ante.
Jousting.
Now we're breaking more rules, so that
I'd
makes
go
us
with
cool.
jousting. I mean, like,
I was gonna say
Jousting could be
is
cool.
good.
yeah. I mean, if you're in a suit of armor, you're not technically having contact, are you?
And we can use motorbikes or scooters instead of horses because they will hurt them.
Oh, animal rights, of course.
Yes, yes, yes. And also,
Yeah.
like, upper body strength is not great in us.
Speak for yourself. I'm the fittest I've ever been during lockdown. I'm just like, I'm clapping it at the moment. So I'm becoming a gym butts, eh, butts?
So why
Hey,
don't let's drop some common knowledge, guys. So did you know that, or some general knowledge? Did you know that a samurai, the black belt originated? Do you know, or rather, do you know where the black belt originates from? That's
From a dirty belt that was white originally.
Wow, Mike, look at you. You
I
are
know
clued
everything.
up on your general knowledge. I'm impressed.
I know everything.
So that was exactly it. Everyone started with the white belt, and through your blood, sweat, tears, and exercise, your belt got dirtier and dirtier, and
Thought he was
eventually...
going to say excrement. and I said
Jesus, Mike. Thank God I didn't. But you see a guy whose belt is filthy as fuck, and it makes you fearful because it shows you how much and how hard he's worked.
I don't know if I see a guy with a disgusting, like if I can see that belt was white and now it's really gross and brown, I will just avoid them because of principle and not because I think they'll fight me to death.
Oh,
Like,
jeez.
do you know what hygiene is?
Yeah, I think a lot of people have learned recently, as it turns out, but separate subject.
You know, Bianca, that's something we were talking about. Is that I find it funny how there's been a whole bunch of videos about how to wash your hands. I thought that was fairly common knowledge, but apparently some people still need to be taught.
No, if you've ever, like, I grew up with 2 brothers, and I know for a fact that a lot of dudes do not wash their hands when they leave the bathroom.
Yeah, that is a true fact.
I mean, see, now this is where
You're
this
gonna
is
out
where like
yourself.
I might actually out myself, but as a guy, like, sometimes it's a fairly streamlined process, and
Whoa!
I
Okay,
don't
man. We're gonna cancel you on Twitter now.
Without hands, just okay, yeah, okay. I get it,
I'm actually gonna bring my boy Snare in here. He'll help me.
Okay, well, Shane, I think we should drop the toilet talk and just go back to
Toilet humor. What did the
Just
one toilet
before,
say to the
just
other
before we
toilet?
quickly jump into them, we've just broken the 1,000 barrier on the live stream,
damn.
which is actually amazing.
Give
We
us
actually
some
got a new
crumbs
record
here.
now.
Give us some crumbs,
got-
sir, please.
I mean, look, we just hit 1,000. Listen, no one's ready for the studio.
Yeah.
But the point is, this is the future, guys. We are the future of gaming.
There we go. That's what's keeping us going right now. Hey, I mean, a lot of people watch the VOD as well, so it's important to maintain the entertainment for that value as well.
What entertainment? This is serious.
You are the entertainment,
heck?
Bianca.
I'm here for serious business.
Business, we are you. Okay, but Glenn, what is the record we broke? I need to know now. Now I'm...
We've hit 1,500 viewers.
Whoa, that's
We're
a
on the
hella
record.
impressive, man.
Yesterday was, I think, 1-3. 1-3, I think, was where we hit and peaked, and now we've just hit 1-5.
Good, man.
So
Feels good, man.
I'm gonna say that generally on our side the faces are cleaner and therefore it's better entertainment than the gigantic beard on the mainstream. Just saying.
Shame
Not
we-
envious
I
at all.
love that beard. I love that beard.
It's pretty great. Also talking about pretty great, here's Snare. I'm gonna add him in the call.
I just want to say for the record, my beard's better.
Alright, that's worrying.
Jeez.
Snare! Hello? Nope.
He is there,
He is there.
caught in a snare, has some hair.
Some, yes.
But to be fair,
Shut down the stream right now. Shut it down.
I'm
Those
spitting bars,
will
Glenn.
not be put with our sponsor. Shut it down.
Oh, jeez. Snare, are you there?
What's up? What's up?
There
guys?
we go. How you
Yo.
doing, man?
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. I'm alright. I'm just chilling.
Laka, thanks for joining us.
I got you. The only thing I'm sad about is that we're not getting complimentary liquor, but that's all good.
Yeah, that is very
Complimentary
sad.
liquor.
Yeah,
adult no juice.
I mean,
I don't-
I'm out of alcohol. I run out. This is my 8th day now.
But this the point I want to make, right? Is that like this is PUBG, right? This is a game about parachuting things from the sky. Come on. Like,
we need to be
That's
tapping
alcohol,
into
is what
that.
you're saying.
To be fair, I've been thinking of like all of these people that have bought drones over the years. They could be our new Uber Eats.
Exactly.
They could be the new Ubers, and they're not taking that opportunity.
this is the time for the plugs to emerge, but they're just chilling, sitting on their.
Where's Silicon Valley? We need to hit them up. We've got the ideas.
This entire time you guys have been talking about the 4th industrial revolution. This is the only revolution I want. Is bringing me liquor during a lockdown, man.
Jeez, bro. Gotta feel like there's something to tap into. Guys, I like this zone. Look at it. It's military base. That is literally the name of the game right now. And that always provides for some high value entertainment. Glenn, am I right in saying snipers only?
Yeah, it is snipers only.
Has that been confirmed?
Snipers only in
Okay.
the smallest possible area.
I like how Snare knows that, like, he's just arrived on the scene and he's already more clued up than I am.
I just show up. I'm like, oh yeah, what's up?
Snare, you
Nobody
need
said
to-
yes.
Yeah. What, Glenn?
To be fair,
No, sorry.
here's
I was
me.
saying.
We
I was
knew
saying.
you
I was
were-
saying. I didn't even know what the mode is, but yes.
Oh.
Sorry. carry on.
Okay. So I wanted to ask Snare, just for the benefit of our viewers,
Uh-huh.
who are you and what do you do? Like, why do we care about you anyway?
What's your name, your fun, and where do you bly, bro?
Who
What's
like?
your account
Why
number?
should you care? Yo, you see, the issue is that now you brought up not just a question about how it applies to esports, right? I've been reading a lot of philosophy lately, so now I want to get into. We're gonna get existential now as to why
What
you
is
should
Oh,
life?
care.
God.
Existential question, unintentionally.
Oh, God.
Unintentional existential.
Unintentional. Everything nowadays is an unintentional existential question. You know, somebody asks, "How are you?" and you're like, "Crap."
Okay,
the
but what we
worst
do
is-
need to know is what do you do in esports? Now?
In esports, you know, I've branched out into a lot of games. I started out just doing Dota for the entire time, and I got good at that. Then I branched out into other games before I got good at those. So maybe there's a couple of issues that I need to sort out there. But do Dota, do a lot of fighting games, Tekken, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, some Smash Bros. I'm learning DBFZ, but that game is I'm not. I don't think I'm not tournament ready yet on that one. So we'll see. A lot of FIFA. I did a short stint at CS:GO, but I think everyone involved is able to be like, yeah, this is not the game for Snare. You know, maybe Snare should
I
chill on
thought you were
this.
pretty
Oh,
good at it.
no.
I've done an event with you.
We've just been disconnected from the game.
Hey,
Glenn, fix
Hey.
this, Glenn. Oh no, and we've got our big bearded friend on the stream again. Go away. Sorry to interrupt you there,
You know that
Snake.
that stream actually has 1,800 viewers at the moment, and it's that bloody beard stealing our viewers, guys.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, we got Snare, so we're winning.
The issue is that I cannot grow a beard at all. It's like a pathological issue. So
Okay.
I'd
don't
say
pick
it's
me
a
on this
physical
one.
issue rather than anything mental.
I'm pretty sure if I was a nicer guy, I'd have a greater beard.
I'm
Yours is
sure
supposed
there's
to keep
a
it balanced.
there's definitely a correlation between the two.
Not the issue is that I started with Dota and like there's nobody who's in Dota like who really has the great facial features in general. So I should have started somewhere else before I got too salty. I expended all my points learning how to play Dota rather than learning how to be a great person. No beard, great hair, I guess, better than dreads, or whatever.
Oh, anyone's got great hair compared to me because I don't have any.
Oh,
Oh, can't get just about your hair if you don't have any. See,
Exactly.
check
You
X out
see,
here.
Yeah,
you,
Next
see,
level
you just
players.
get out ahead of it. I can't be insulted if I insult myself.
Exactly. You know, I think that's the one thing I have down better than anybody else in SA Dota. No one has the great insults against me. You know, that's one of the reasons I never tilt while on stream. It's like, guys, all your jokes about me are garbage, man. You just hear me talk to myself in the morning, and then you'll know what a real roast is.
To be fair, if you play Dota, you've heard worse.
Yeah, yo. I actually have a funny anecdote about that, right? So yesterday I was having a recharge day because I had a very long, hectic work week, and I was watching some games. I was just chilling. Then I was talking to my girlfriend, and then she's like, "You know, you sound a bit down. Why don't you play some Dota to make you feel better?" And I laughed. I was like, 6 years
No.
together, and you still think playing Dota makes me happy? What the
Yeah.
hell is this? I go there to when I'm in too good of a mood. I'm like, damn, I need to come back down to earth. Let me play some Dota.
You
Jesus.
should just hit her with like, "Have you seen me play Dota? Do
Yeah.
I look happy?"
Do I seem like I'm enjoying myself? No way.
It's when you've built a bit of self-esteem and you start to feel good about yourself, you start to feel like you have prospects in life and like you're a worthwhile person. Then you go to Dota and you find out that you're scum, that your mother raised scum, that your mother is scum. All sorts of things about your mother usually, you know. But I mean, it sort of filters back, right?
Exactly. You know, Nietzsche speaks often about like removing the filters of joy in the world. So that's one of those filters of joy is not playing Dota. So as soon as you play Dota, it brings me closer to reality, makes me a wiser man. Because then I understand that indeed the Buddhists are right and life is suffering, existence is pain, and it's all
Jeez.
good.
All men are evil.
Mr. You
Well, not
sound like
all
Mr.
men.
Meeseeks.
Everyone who plays Dota is evil. Come
Existence
on.
is pain.
Existence is pain. I wish I was a Me6. If I was a,
But then you would actually have a reason for living, and now what would life be? You know?
nah, just I wish I was a Me6 so that existence would end quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
Purpose I'll
Jeez,
find
okay,
later.
wow.
I'm just
That-
kidding. I'm just
All
kidding.
right, guys. I think
It's for people like you that we have the solidarity fund to just help you guys out. When
more
you're doing
edge,
lockdown, it's pretty mentally taxing, isn't it? So
Yeah.
more edge than a fucking knife going on in this chat right
yo,
now.
lots of edge. So let's
Mental
actually just
illness,
listen.
people, raise your hands.
The edge has to come from somewhere because this is a sniper's only round. No one can stab each other, man.
Oh,
It's true,
jeez.
it's
This
true.
is fair enough. We're
I don't know, someone
compensating.
tried to punch each
So
other
while
earlier.
we have a little lull while we're waiting, and the reason we're waiting actually to explain it for you guys, is because they had a server issue. Not everybody could connect, so they just had to restart it, hence the delay. So apologies for that. And also, while we got a little lull, let's shout out the sponsors: Red Bull, Vodacom, Red Dragon, Rav Power, Spark Fox, and Tautronics. Of course, if you need a little bit of peace in your life, a set of Tautronics noise cancelling headphones might help you out. So wait until lockdown's over and get some of those, so you don't have to listen to Snare, because who wants to listen to him? He's terrible.
Yeah.
He can't
No
even
comeback.
fight
What the
it.
hell? Come on,
Nah.
man.
Because he knows. He knows
'Cause I
exactly. It's like,
know.
yeah, I can't even fight it. And
It's like,
that's
yeah,
just
man.
facts, man.
So should I bring Camille on you just to like bash you more? Snare? I mean, it's like,
Oh my gosh, the thing is, my days, this is the best part of the day, the moments before Camille gets involved. So I need to try and enjoy this as much as possible before it's too late.
Are we still getting Camille involved in the
we-
conversation tonight?
we were supposed to, but he's not answering
I
at
mean,
the moment.
I-
Today was feeling a bit sick, so
I sent
you
out
know.
a tweet like, yeah, our first guest tonight's going to be Camille,
he just never
6:30,
showed.
and it's like 2 hours later, and I'm not sure where he is.
I must say
Yeah.
though, Camille has been holding it down on making sure people don't forget about African time, even in the time of lockdown. So
At least he's repping, right?
shout out the counselor. He knows. He's like, guys, listen. All of us as gamers, we've been setting the standard too much lately, telling people here's how you stay sane in lockdown. Here's how you have fun in lockdown. But don't forget that at the end of the day, gamers are pieces of shit. So thank you, counselor, for the connect. But hey, look, everyone's reconnected though. That's good news.
Yeah, we are back in the countdown in the lobby here, or rather, actually in the warm up, about to jump into the game. So, Snare, what are some of the things you've been working on lately, or what are some of the things that you have on the horizon?
Esports, of course.
Within the esports horizon, yeah. There's actually some of the conversations I can't really bring up because I was like the whole NDA thing, whatever. But myself and Counselor, later on this month, there is some Dota we're going to be casting, some international Dota. And then once we were actually supposed to be casting like now some South American Dota, but things got changed up last minute because of
Those
that.
working hours, bro.
But, hey, those working hours, 3 a.m. games, good times.
Yeah.
Always the best. But I think we're going to be doing Southeast Asia, so that's also like crazy early in the mornings. That's going to be fun.
I feel like that's still a little bit better though.
It is, yeah, it's better. I kind of feel like it's
6
always better to
a.m.,
wake up.
7 a.m.
Yeah.
probably.
I'd rather wake up early than go to bed super late to do
Yeah,
games.
me too.
Yeah, it's the worst thing in the world. There was
All
a
right,
point-
so yeah,
so
okay.
there's that. There's some things we're going to be doing supposedly in the future. Well, okay, I can't talk about that one either. Crap. Okay.
Damn.
I can't talk about.
Give us the tea, Snare.
I can tell you, okay, I'm gonna be doing a lot of like more fighting games and FIFA in the
Okay.
for the foreseeable future because it does seem like that's gonna be the nascent industry. And also, I've been weirdly enough, as much as I might have been saying I was trash at CS, I have been getting into PUBG and PUBG Mobile. So this is gonna be a usual zone. My non-bearded self is gonna be very often involved in this for
Nice.
the future as well. I was gonna start doing some sim racing, but then that got weird because the technology hookup that was supposed to happen took too long. So then lockdown happened. It's like, well, this kind of complicates the situation
Yeah.
for a lot of involved parties.
Put that on
So-
ice.
Interestingly, right, if everything had gone perfectly, what I'd be involved in right now would have been PUBG Mobile, a lot of tech and FIFA, and some sim racing. Because everything didn't go perfectly, it's primarily just going to be tech and FIFA and PUBG Mobile. Obviously, Dota, the primary mainstay. And we were supposed to be getting into Modern Warfare as well, but that also got, NDA, things got weird. Corona, guys, things are strange.
Yeah.
But the only certainty on the horizon is Dota, PUBG, Tekken, FIFA, and lots of salt on my Twitter. That's a guarantee.
All right.
So that's what
So
we can all
speaking
report.
of your social media, because I'm sure now everybody wants to get in on the action, where can they follow you?
At _snare_. If you want to see assorted esports news, but it's mostly just a lot of arguing with randoms, which probably shouldn't happen. Something
Some
that I
hot
need to get
takes?
right. Not that hot. I've become a bit warmer lately.
Okay. Some warm takes.
Some warm takes. Yeah,
Okay.
some warm takes.
Okay.
To
Oh
be
god,
fair, like,
just watch someone get slammed with the pan. That is.
Oh.
Watch this. Oh Jesus. What? Sorry to
Humanity.
interrupt you there, Bianca.
No, it's fine. I just wanted to point out, like, Snare, I'm very disappointed as someone that loves puns that you didn't make your handle something to do with the snare drum. Like, it's right there. You should have.
Uh,
Very
my
disappointed.
I have, but my thing is too cool already because my handle Nicodamus. I feel like that's the best like name. The actual Twitter handle is like an anagram of my name and first letter of the surname. So I thought that kind of cool,
Too
and I haven't been able to.
complicated.
It's not. It's the easiest thing in the world. It's just like Sean R equals Snare. It's great.
I like that actually.
So you mentioned sim racing. I want to actually bring that up as a subject quickly because that in the last few weeks throughout lockdown has really exploded internationally because it's
Yeah.
one of the few like real sports that has an esport like direct counterpart. Like if in Formula One, there's a Formula One esports championship, and they also have these essentially like show races every second Sunday throughout lockdown. So they have a bunch of Formula One stars and racing stars from other series and like YouTubers and celebrities and stuff. So I mean, we had like a couple of esports celebrities. We had Sadicist, the Counter Strike caster, and Paul Shaliner, Red Eye. He's the caster and host and analyst for like everything for the last like 15 years. They were actually racing against Formula One drivers like Lando Norris and a whole bunch of others a few weeks back. It's just amazing to see how sim racing is actually exploding in popularity for racing fans because they can't watch real racing.
Nope. And it has, I think of all the like contemporary sports, it probably has the easiest crossover into the sim world, because if I'm a viewer and if you just tell me that, hey guys, listen, we've gone out of our way to code it such as the case that the mechanics of these cars are exactly the same as real world mechanics of cars themselves, then that's acceptable, right? It's not like, say, if I'm a football fan, I'm never going to accept that Messi in game is as fast as Messi in life or whatever. But I could be
Or as
reasonably
cool.
certain which you know, but I can be reasonably certain that okay, provided certain parameters, this has as much accuracy crossover as humanly possible. So then I have similar levels of enjoyment. And then I think it's also from a lot of sim like people racing fans that I've heard of lately, and one thing that made sim racing very interesting for me is that they were initially hesitant, but then when it came from racing stars who were like, yo, actually, this is fine, this is acceptable, and this is a good replacement, it is also one of the few environments where that can actually be taken seriously. Whereas in other environments, you might be like, well, that guy's just being paid to say that by the sponsor or whatever. But in this case, you can take the integrity of the person saying, listen, I sat in the seat and there was no meaningful difference outside of physical feedback, but there's no meaningful difference in the performance of the car. So I think that helps a lot in the appeal of
Yeah,
sim
it
racing.
is actually quite similar. Like there are obvious differences, but like as you say, you don't get the G forces. But if you got a good wheel, you get pretty good force feedback through the wheel. I mean, it gives you sort of the same sensation as the wheel fighting you when you're driving a real car. But yeah, some sims aren't quite there for realism, but they're very close. And I think it's interesting to see like IndyCar racing. They have an esports series now. Australian V8 Supercars. They have an esports series. There's a NASCAR esports series. There was even a racism scandal in NASCAR esports with like one of the real life drivers
What?
just a week ago. So it's crazy how all of the crazy thing that hillbilly NASCAR drivers doing in esports too.
But the one thing that's really been cool, like I am not a sports fan much. Like I know a little bit of rugby because I grew up in an Afrikaans home. But a friend of mine is super into F1, and he started talking about this Netflix show, and
Right,
because
Drive
of
to
the
Survive. Yeah.
yes, and because of this whole online things that they're doing with the racing sims, I was like, oh, okay, so it's now crossed over into gaming, and now I'm actually starting to get interested in it. 3 months ago I would not have given one toot about F1, and now because it's gone into gaming and now it's also accessible on like Netflix, I'm like, oh, maybe I can try this out and see if I like this sport, which is really cool to see. Just the I want to say almost a barrier of entry, or just more people get involved in stuff like this because of
Yeah.
just the mediums and stuff that they've provided to us. I don't know.
Yeah, that's how I got into Formula One as well, actually. And I think that was the exact purpose of creating Drive to Survive, was to reach the masses and show them what Formula One was all about, and also give a lot more context and information to the Formula One season and all the teams and all the drivers and everything that goes on in the background. So I completely agree, and I think a lot of sports and industries can learn from their approach.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, the gaming connection, the esports connection is fascinating stuff. So I wonder, like, I think, like Snare was saying, motor racing has got a very unique opportunity now, whereas other sports, again, you're not going to really go play ATP tennis on like your PS4 or go play FIFA on your
What about
Xbox.
rugby, Mike?
Rugby 2021 rugby championship. I don't know, is there a game right now?
Yeah, I think there's 2020, yeah, but I'm just joking around, sort of agreeing with your points about how some are way more realistic than others and
There
fit
is
the
actually
bill.
there is an official NBA 2K league in America. It has been for a couple of years now. So like the actual NBA also are involved with the esports NBA, which is interesting. I wonder, they seem a little bit early on that. I wonder if some of the other sports codes that have games might do that as well in future. Because again, like viewership on some of the sim racing stuff is insane, like millions of viewers. So because like people can't watch the real sport, so
Yeah.
I wonder if
And
some
you
of the others
can't-
might jump on the bandwagon too.
And you can't lick the microphone, so that's an upside.
Oh my word, that was crazy. Eh? Oh,
And then he tested positive. I was like, "Yay, Vomos!"
you
That
dumbass.
was hilarious. That was a good time. It's like, all right, guys. Thank you for, we might not be certain that deities exist, but we're certain that irony does. So thank you for proving it for us.
Yeah, someone out there has a sense of humor.
What's going on with the PUBG right now?
So there are currently 31 people left alive. Oh my god, it's a massacre. See, the problem is I'm watching this in the OBS stream, so I get to see the things
Oh,
before
zero.
they happen. And now you'll sit
zero,
on
zero.
stream, look at this, they run out like madmen with pans and they beat the poor person to death. Then they loot his
Shame,
corpse,
shame.
they pick him of everything he was worth, and then they drive away. I need to report this to somebody.
I feel like this is what you get for making a sniper only round.
Yeah,
like,
but people
gonna
are
go,
like-
"Oh, okay, I've got a pan."
Exactly,
Come at me.
exactly. That seems to be everybody's approach right now, is just go for the melee option. So 30 people left. Mike, remember guys, this is the final match of the evening, and there is still an opportunity for you to donate if you're in a position to do so. You can scan the QR code at the bottom left of the screen. That will take you to wherever you need to be: credit card, PayPal, debit card, or an array of different options you can use to donate. Other than that, just thanks for being here. It's been awesome. This is the last day of the event as well, so it's been cool to have everybody throughout the weekend and just being a part of this. It's been cool from my own personal capacity as well.
You said different options. Talking about different options, I'm going to drop Carmel in you right at the death.
There we
Oh my
go.
God. No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Jeez, I'm just gonna
Don't do
sit
it.
back and enjoy.
We were all having ourselves a good time.
And I had to go and ruin it.
Oh my god, you ruined it.
I'm so glad, man. I'm actually
Oh, that's
I'm really glad
Is-
we're getting him
is-
into the chat.
Is he the
Oh my
Dota
goodness.
of this voice call?
Yes, he is. Carmel, how's it going?
Oh my goodness.
Alright, and you? I just need to connect on my PC. For some reason, the call went to my phone,
Oh,
Oh,
no.
wow.
but I'll be there in a second.
That's fine. All right, so things are
Late
getting
and
spicy now.
bad.
We've now got 6 people in the studio right now. Before we lose track of everybody, myself, Extremes, Bianca, Glenn, Snare, and Carmel. There we go.
Eish.
Oh, Snares, yeah, I gotta go, huh?
What up,
Fight,
cuz?
fight.
Welcome, Camille. How you doing, brother?
I'm alright in yourself, bro.
I'm good. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the studio. We were hoping to get you on a bit sooner, but I believe you've been under the weather.
And having dinner.
Yeah, I was literally dying yesterday, down in the dumps.
Okay.
But I'm back in alive today, and I'm ready for some stream, man. The studio seems hype here.
Yeah, no, trust me, bro. This is where it's at. The other stream has 1,500 viewers, but this is where you want to be.
This is the real
This
hype.
right here.
This right here.
I was got wait till Snare was here,
It was great until you showed up, cuz you're the only person that caught one day corona without even having to leave the house. Why? What the hell, bro?
Jeez. Well, Camille, before we jump too much into the banter and the conversations, why don't you just let everybody know who you are and what you do in association with esports?
I am South Africa's least favorite Dota 2 caster,
Okay.
or the most okay Dota 2 caster according to some. And I cast FIFA. I shout people on the Esports Central podcast. I'm very annoying on Twitter. I just have fun with it, at the expense of other people at times, but I enjoy it.
Oh, fair enough. You're able to have a laugh at yourself as well. So I think then at least you've got the scales balanced, right?
Yeah, got a good sense of humor.
Yeah.
So only way I can tolerate snare, you know.
And where can everybody find you on social media to be a part of these amazing festivities?
Yo, on the Twitter you can find me at KChickDay. Pretty simple.
There
you
we
know.
go.
He's the,
Okay.
he's
Ideally
the only one
nowhere.
here is using his own name as the entirety of his Twitter handle. It's just sad.
Dude,
Sad.
this is how pro esports players do it. You know, my boy Sumail uses his real name. Peter Pan Dam uses his own name. All the fucking OGs use their own name. Okay. Gotta get on that hype, bro.
So is Double Lift his first name or second name?
Double Lift is a slacker, dude. He's an NA player. What does he have to do with this?
No, that's Mr. Lift to you.
So
Show some goddamn
Camille,
respect.
first order of business. How did your second match against Glenn go today? The rematch.
Yo, you know what? I'm gonna admit it straight
Got
up on the live stream.
Got
Glenn is
smashed?
actually just better than me at FIFA. He beats me every time, 1 goal difference. But if it's
Oh,
consistent,
God.
he is the man. I
Okay.
accept it. Glenn's the boy.
So finally you're conceding because there's too much evidence to deny at this point.
Maybe third weekend will be the charm, though. Is what I'm saying.
Come on,
we actually
Camille,
drew
from
today.
you,
We actually drew today. Wait. We drew
There we
today.
go.
We drew today.
Surely that's enough of a
Fantastic.
reason to tell him that you're still better than him.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. What teams were y'all using? And what is the score?
All right. So first game was Arsenal Liverpool. He beat me 3-2. Second game was. Wait. What? No, did I win the first game? I don't remember, but we won 1, lost 1, drew 1 today. And then
Okay.
last week, he beat me 2, and then I was up in the next one, but then we had to quit that one because other things were going on.
I heard you were playing as Russia against his South Africa yesterday.
So he was representing his own country, you know, South Africa, and I was like, okay, if he's picking South Africa, I gotta rep my boys, Mother Russia, because that's where the Dota 2 community comes from. You gotta do it, bro. You gotta do it.
Geez, so you've got
Guys.
full commitment to Mother Russia,
Yeah.
So
And
I
sovereign
thought
union.
you were, like maybe Chick-Tasky or something. Maybe it was like short for Chick-Tay, short for something Russian.
nah, I need to shout out the bots that run his Twitter account.
Jeez.
Man, I can't consume nearly enough vodka to consider myself Russian. Like,
Well, you can't buy vodka right now. It's a problem.
You
Yeah,
can
yeah,
make your
yeah,
own,
true.
guys. Stop being lazy.
And I
Sure,
did
you-
buy vodka before the lockdown. Feels
Potatoes are accessible, no?
Yeah, no, I'm not joking. My parents are craft beer brewers, and they made a video and went, "This is how you make cider," and then they posted it on every platform. I'm like, "Mom, yes, keep making that prison wine."
Your parents are capitalizing on. They're making the real content right now. I think they're onto something there.
It's literally fruit juice, some sugar, and some yeast. There you go.
And you leave it
Leave
for
it-
like what? Like doesn't it take like 2 weeks or something?
Like, I think, I think it was about 2 weeks. But if you started 2 weeks ago, which is when they posted it, you'd have alcohol
Yeah.
right now.
Fair enough. Okay,
I actually
so...
saw that video go viral on Facebook. Actually, now that I know which one you're talking about.
Is it? Because didn't I show you mine?
Yeah.
I showed
You must have retweeted it or some shit.
I straight up tweeted. I was like, my mom's doing it, and yeah, that's weird. I don't use Facebook, so that's weird to hear. Anyway,
Moving
Good job,
along.
guys. You know what? I love it. I just want to just jump in quickly. One to say, Kamala actually drew today.
We already spoke about that. Stop not listening.
No, he didn't even know what the score was.
That's true as well.
He didn't know what was going on.
My confidence is down the drain.
So we did draw. But also, I just want to say a few thanks just before we wrap up, because I know we are on the final game, and I think everyone's just clowning around now. I mean, we did say
I'm dead
Sniper's
serious.
enemy, which is
What are
why.
you talking about? Dude? This is
Lies. There's nothing serious about this stream right here.
Fuck you, Glenn.
fucking.
That was
Get out
serious.
of town.
you.
That was serious.
I love it. No jokes. Actually, I want to say thank yous. I want to say thank you, like just everybody that's been a part of this,
Go for
big
it.
and small. Firstly, to you guys, we have a very full house today, which is really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess thank you so much for being jumping in and bringing the band. Axe and Hayes, you two have been amazing hosting this.
Well, thank you. You're
to-
just confirming for us
to-
what we've
to
always known
load.
about ourselves. So
Yeah,
you
just
know,
build
appreciate
those
that.
egos.
This is
up.
I
Let
am.
him let him
This is
speak
like-
for himself.
It's
Brit
all
by
about
Brit,
the love.
compliment by compliment.
No,
This
but
is like a top 10 anime betrayal, man. Glenn's got into nice guy mode. I can't handle it. I must go fuck yous. The Dora is trash. The shut the fuck up.
Jesus.
You know,
Well, to be
That's-
fair,
that- Yeah.
No, so to be fair, I mean that was the point of the bragging match. Yes.
Yeah, I was saying, Camille, before you joined, we were having a Esports Central podcast reunion 2.0 here.
oh, 3.0
This
now
is-
with Carmel in there.
Yeah, I suppose, actually, we're upping the ante. Anyway, Glenn, anyone else to extend your thanks to?
Yes, definitely to us. I think that be like a super important part of what we do. No, yeah, they've been absolutely incredible being a part of this. So I just want to say thank you to Vodacom, Red Dragon, Rav Power, Spark Fox, Tautronics, and Red Bull. I want to thank obviously Nodwin, their casters, Wiley DK Gaming, and just the whole Nodwin staff from the league
Face.
team.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
They
They're all right.
they definitely brought it and handled all of the things in my last minute requests. Specifically Ant, I just want to give a huge shout out to him, Anthony. Now he's been such a help and really taught me a lot in this TO space. I want to thank obviously a lot of the streamers and the music came on board. Lloyd and Dave Furin, just like everybody that got involved from the muso side. It was really cool to have them on board. Also like, just Grant, just huge shout out to him. He sort of jumped in during the rough first weekend and really just like, trooped through, and he's back again. And yeah, just thank you to everyone. But last and absolutely not least,
It's me.
I want to
isn't
say a
it?
huge thank you to
Tex.
It's not. The correct answer is Tex. Tex has just been a huge part of this from day one, and just supported me. And even at times I was so nervous about things and doubting things, she was there. She brought in the music scene. And really has just been there every step of the way. So she'll act like she did very little, but she was a huge part of it. So yeah, and then obviously the viewers as well, and everyone that participated in this, and the people that donated. We are doing a competition where you can, if you donate, and you send proof to the Bring Back Sports 2020 at gmail.com, you stand a chance to win a Samsung hamper. So I think we can run that for the rest of the week, actually.
Okay,
Just to
nice.
give people a chance to
Yeah.
actually just yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, guys, thank you to everybody. I hope I haven't left anyone.
Well, just
Sorry.
let's finish off that information about the hamper. Anybody who donates has to email the proof of their donation to bringbacksports2020@gmail.com to enter themselves in the draw, and just keep your proof of payment on hand, and then that's how easy it is. You get entered into the hamper for this for the Samsung package.
Yeah.
Okay, well, 5 people left alive here, 2 teams. This is the final match of the evening, and we have the final zone. They're on top of each other. Mans has got a bit of a job to do, and he or she has been overwhelmed. And I think it seems like EE are going to be the victors here once again, which they are. So EE seem to be the dominating squad, guys.
Wow, they've done super well so far. So I mean, they've won pretty much every match.
I think so, Mike. I think we've identified our tryhards.
Here we go.
That's my crew, guys.
Yep.
The
After our
tryhards.
own hearts. So I think that's it for us tonight, guys. We really appreciate everyone being here. Thanks, Glenn, for the kind words. We really appreciate the
Yeah.
opportunity to be part of this. I think everyone here really likes what you and Tex have put together. It's so cool. It was amazing to hear from Karen Zoid earlier on. Like she was
Yeah,
talking
that's
about.
still so surreal. I was like,
That was
oh,
amazing.
okay.
Like she's talking about how cool gaming and esports is, and I think you're really onto something here. I'm also onto the idea of growing a massive beard as well. I think maybe one day I could have 1,800 viewers if I do that. So something to aspire to. You've taught me something, Glenn, but I think you've taught everyone how there is a correlation between gaming and music, and that it is 2 worlds that can live together. So I'm really looking forward to what you're going to do in the future. Thanks to all the sponsors that you mentioned already, so I'm not going to mention them again. And thanks to everyone that's here. Let's just get your Twitter handles quickly before we sign off. So Bianca, where can people find you on Twitter?
Twitter is at That's Pretty Low, which is LOUW, or you can spell it Cthulhu with an LOUW at the end as well.
Glenn.
I'm going to do the same thing as before, and I'm the media partners because I realized that's also here. I forgot to list. Sorry, I just want to say thank you to NAG, to IGN, Critical Hit, Esports Central, The Plug. I mean, Red Bull obviously is sponsored, but also came in from a media point of view, to Glitched as well. A huge thank you to them. And then also Jinx TV. I realized that's obviously a huge part of that. So that's who I'm going to give my time to.
Sweet. And then, of course, Carmel, again, say your Twitter handle for us.
At KChickD for the edgiest tweets in SA Esports.
Edgier than Snares. Where can people find you, Snares?
I'm pretty sure I have the edgiest.
Yeah, I know you actually.
_.
But that didn't mean you had to tweet about esports, ne?
Okay, I don't have any tweets about esports. Yeah, that's what coming up. But any tweets about the nature of the world itself, _snare_.
Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm Extremes. You can find me at Extremes, and Mr. Hayes.
You can find me at Hayes Castings, and make sure you do follow me because I just tweet out the most interesting things all the time.
Wow. Okay. Well, everybody plugging themselves. I'd say don't follow me. I'm terrible.
There we go.
On that bombshell, I will end the show. So thanks, guys. Thanks
Yeah.
for watching. Have yourselves
you,
a great
everybody.
evening. We'll catch you soon.
Cheers,
Bye.
everybody. Good
I'm
night.
waving for some reason.
I did the same thing.
Don't clap when the pilot lands the plane.